It feels so lovely to be here tonight. What a beautiful audience. Give yourselves a round of applause. You're so lovely. Everyone's so lovely.
We are back in this thing, man. DFW Shed Sessions Podcast. I had to go ahead and get some Randy Watson. Starting with some Randy Watson vibes. I got the Randy Watson Sexual Chocolate T-shirt on today,
That's my childhood hero.
So yeah, we gotta get it right, man. Once again, man, DFW Shed Sessions. My good brother J Ell Groove in the building.
Tis I.
We got the beautimous Professor Mel Will, and it is I, brother.
Hey.
I was about to say you were kind of slow with it though. You were kind of slow.
I was getting ready to tell him to say it over again because he stumbled.
Yeah. But let's try it again. We got the beautimous Professor Mel Will.
Hey.
There we go. We're gonna do it. Let's get it right.
Yeah. That's right.
Yeah, and I'm your good fella, Lucius White. That's it. That's all I'm gonna give you. So
You not Lou Paul Beast today?
No, not today.
Okay.
I'm just Lucius White.
Okay, I got you.
I'll be Lou Paul Beast tomorrow.
Okay.
Coach, you starting kind of early.
But
I love your energy. But
man, listen.
I love your energy.
Hey, and I knew it was gonna happen. Hey, tell you what. I'm gonna do something that the Cowboys don't do. 49ers played a great game. We got dog walked. And we got to do better. We got to do better next time. Mm-hmm. That's something that the Cowboys won't do. Cowboy fans.
Yeah.
So
okay. So
we don't do it to you. To the Eagles.
No, y'all don't do it. Period.
Yeah, we do.
Y'all don't do it. Period. But it's all good.
Yeah. So
go Cowboys, go.
Y'all guys get into any festivities this weekend?
Man, for me, chilling / editing, getting, you know what I'm saying, getting my editing bag.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying, with another groove project. You know what I'm saying, we just trying to up our game, especially for the holiday season. So doing like that. Of course, you know, gigs. I mention it as if they're like, but you know.
Mm-hmm. The usual.
Yeah, the usual.
Yeah.
Usual. Shout out to well, you know, let me not do that because I got to shout out the good people at Nate Seafood in Addison, man. Nate Seafood in Addison. Every Sunday, my good friend, my good brother Jackie Donlow, he does a blues jam, but he switches the musicians out, the house band out every week. So I'm there on the first and fourth Sunday.
Okay.
I'm there on the first and fourth Sunday, and Nate's. You know how the songwriter says sometimes you want to go where everybody knows your name. Nate's is that place for me, man. Nate's that's just my spot, man. Like I love Nate. I had pretty much almost everything on their menu. Nothing on their menu sucked. Shout out to Jeff.
Where they located?
Addison.
Okay.
Jeff Salazar, man, just some dope people over there, man. Good staff, good energy. Ain't no bougie folks over there, man. It's just a really dope spot to just play or hang out or anything like that. So I got to shout out to Nate's, man.
Okay.
Love you too, Coach. You know, it's all fun. When we put you in the home, we'll make sure it's a good one.
Got you.
What about you, man? What you had going on this weekend?
So I want to ask Mel, she do anything or anything interesting?
No, I'm just getting my life together.
Okay, well, sometimes you just got to sit back.
Sometimes you got to sit down, stop spending money.
Man, I'm telling you, it's so easy.
And get your life together, especially when you got goals and you got things that you need to accomplish.
Yeah.
And that's the difference between a one-person household that's making money and a two-people household that's making money.
Yeah.
One person, if you don't have a good paying job, I do. But if you don't have a good paying job, or if you don't have, with the inflation and everything, you have to step back and say, okay, what's necessary and what's not necessary. So this weekend, I closed myself off, did some rebalancing of my budget and my books, and just kind of got some things together to, better be able to do the things I want to do without stretching myself. You know?
Okay.
So, yeah, that's what I did. I was a grown person this weekend.
Do what you got to do so you can do what you want to do.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's like
hey, sis.
It's kind of that
Shout
time of
out
year
to
anyway.
my sis. Well, Jay's sis, but she's my sis.
Honey Badger. Should I say it?
I was going to say her name, but I didn't want to.
Real name
no,
should I blow up the spot?
She doesn't have it displayed, so don't say it.
I don't really talk about my personal life a lot. But my blood sister, older sister, is on the line, man. Y'all shout out to you.
Yo.
She was she was the one that I had the birds and the bees conversation with. My parents didn't do it. It was my older sister. She was the cool one. So.
Actually, if I could be honest, I had a conversation with your sister last year. She confided in me in some things, and I'm not going to display them. But that conversation this past weekend played back in my ear, and she did some things that she needed to do to get some things straight. And I was like, listen, inspiration.
She said, my name is Honey.
She said her name is Honey.
Drew, what up though?
But yeah, shout out to her. Like she gives very good like conversation.
Shout out to my big sister.
All right.
Shout out to my big sister, man. She the GOAT.
Nice.
that's you got to be quicker than that. Yeah, you got to be quicker than that with the dead space.
Yeah, so
you shouldn't have said anything then. I don't know what that means.
Who you talking? That's my cousin Drew. Who you talking to? Never mind. Go ahead, Lou. What did you do this weekend?
So Friday, it's the holiday season, so I played some Christmas event with the company I play with, which was pretty cool. Saturday I did a wedding, and very interesting happened at this wedding. So during the party dance set, there was a lady dancing, and the titty boobies kept popping out her dress.
Titty boobies.
Titty boobies.
I will use that.
And I was looking, I'm like,
girl, let me see your titty boobies.
Titty boobies.
So this is happening.
Were they Cause Junior only liked the little ones. Were they perky or what?
Yeah, they was.
Did you like them? My question is, did you enjoy her having that?
Andre, what up, though?
It was. I mean, just the fact that it happened.
Oh.
But
you ain't gonna talk to
but
him?
it was no, I think she has a dude
titty
because
boobies.
Y'all
put titty boobies in the chat.
So anyway,
Dre, we need to get you on the podcast too, brother.
When this was happening, I looked over. I like. Am I saying what I'm saying? So I look over at the bass player, and he looking at me, but I wonder because I have to talk back, but I don't want to say nothing in the talk back because I don't want to break nobody's concentration. So I look over at the bass player. He's kind of looking over at me, and obviously he didn't. At the end of the set, I told him what happened. He like, oh man, no, I didn't see it. And then he talking about what kind of dress she had on. Like they trying to find out who it was. And then the drum, why didn't you tell me?
I am mad that this boy got them. Y'all don't put that in that chat. Why?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So
sis, she said I know exactly what he's talking about. I have those titty boobies.
Yeah,
I love it.
So
Niecy, that.
Go ahead.
Well, I mean, she said her name was Honey.
Honey, that's by choice though. Honey, that's by choice. Well, let me ask you this: were they melanated or no?
I was gonna ask the same question.
No, they weren't melanated.
No.
You don't have those then, honey.
And what's so funny
I
is
them titties 4 thumbs down. The milk's gone bad.
You know what I was thinking about when I saw him? I was thinking about Chappelle in that one episode when he's talking about, come on, titties. So, but her boyfriend, when she was doing it, she was dancing with some little girl, and they just kept popping out, or whatever, and she just lollygagging, just having her fun or whatever. So, I guess it's a boyfriend kind of said something, and like about I think 30 seconds later, I kind of looked over at her again after that happened. And I kind of made eye contact with her, and I think her look was like, "Yeah, I think you saw it. Yeah, you saw it." I like,
"Oh yeah, we see you.
Yeah, I saw it.
We see you." Hey, man, just real quick, shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Shout out to everybody watching. She said, never mind, I don't have those, right?
That's what I said.
Shout out to everybody watching, man. This DFW Shed Sessions. We appreciate y'all so much for tuning in, just kicking it with us. Hey, listen, this is interactive, man. It's just me and Lou tonight. We chopping it up with y'all. So
dang, so where am I?
Well, I mean, you're here, obviously. They don't see you, but they feel you, baby. So it's us tonight. It's us. It's the fam tonight. If y'all got any questions,
it's us tonight too.
Yeah.
Come on, early. I love it. Okay, get it in.
What you're an acquired taste. I didn't like it at first, but now I look for it. That's wild. But yeah,
this goes out to all my Pootie Tang watchers
too.
Right. So, but yeah, so if y'all got any questions, comments, y'all just want to chop it up with us tonight, man, y'all be interactive. Y'all holler at us. Y'all talk to us or whatever.
He said, and on the break, he would have been right there.
Right.
No, you free?
Nah,
be free.
Nah, I don't want to be that free with other people's business.
Oh, okay.
All right. So that was that.
I should have zoomed in on that.
So that was my weekend. So it was very
exciting.
It was an entertaining weekend. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's
so,
what's up, man.
Jay, I got a question for you.
What's up? What's on your mind, brother?
Have you ever done a gig for someone, have you ever got called to do a gig, and it ended up becoming a situation with somebody that you've done a previous gig for that you was like, I would never play with that person, but you didn't know the gig you was gonna be playing was with that person? Like,
not in that specific situation, but something similar happened this weekend. I didn't get a call. Somebody posted in the group. And if you're in DFW Shed Sessions, Andre said,
hey, Andre.
I was about to say, but yeah, so if you're in DFW Shed Sessions, you may have saw this past weekend that somebody was looking for a drummer. I believe that was Saturday.
That was in a group?
Yeah, it was in DFW Shed Sessions. And so I was like, okay. I got a little time. It was from 7:30 to 10:30. It was a decent time frame. We won't be out too late. I was like, so I hit him up.
Hey, Mama Queen.
Mama Queen is in the building. Happened? You gotta stop and speak to royalty when they walk in the building.
If it is freezing, I apologize. Let's just get through it. We trying. I don't know what's going on. We've been having some technical difficulties tonight.
Yeah, but anyway, so I saw somebody post in the group looking for a drummer. I said, I hit them up to see what the details were, and I was like, yo, I'm interested. What's the details? And then they told me who it was. They told me who it was, and I just hit them back. I said, never mind, boss.
Yeah,
never mind, boss. I don't know. It's this couple out of Fort Worth, man, that done burned a lot of bridges with a lot of people, and it's buffering. We gonna fix it. We gonna fix it. We gonna get it right. But yeah, so this is a couple out of Fort Worth. Well, this is the part that don't need to be. You know what I'm saying? We getting it right for y'all, man.
I didn't come here to preach to you today. I feel good.
Man. But yeah, so it's all good. We definitely gonna get this right for y'all though. She said I'm hearing so y'all saying I sound like a Sprint phone is what you're saying. Sprint even a thing anymore?
No.
Sprint ain't a thing no more? A Verizon
T-Mobile.
phone, man.
Nextel.
Nextel.
Man.
Boost. Is Boost still a thing?
I don't even know.
Who is this Agua person? Let me put it in the chat before I say it again.
Yes.
There's a God who sits on high and looks down low.
This like one of them situations when
Did you ever see the second one? The Coming to America?
I did.
Did you like it?
I appreciated for what it was.
Yeah.
if that makes sense. Because I'm more of a realist. I'm one of those people who you know, take stuff at face value.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I wasn't expecting it to have the same oomph that it did. Also, I saw a post, I saw a video, and it was another podcast, and they were talking about like shows and TV and movie that we thought was fire back then, but it's trash now.
Yeah. And
I was like, oh man, actually, like, you might be right, you know, because like everything is advanced now, better graphics, better this, better that, or whatever. So it's like, you know,
especially the graphics back then, man.
Oh man, like if it was so fire back. Like I was like a real huge Power Ranger fan when I was a kid, and it wasn't that long ago when I went back and looked at like the old, because you know they had a movie.
Yeah,
they did the Power Ranger movie, and I went back and looked at the first Power Ranger movie, and I was like, I like this,
but now it's different. Yep. Yeah, man. It was funny. Did you ever see the old Clash of the Titans movie?
I think so.
And they had put it on Netflix. I don't know if it's still on there, but I had watched it just to watch it. And I like, how was we watching this back then? Because the graphics was just so terrible.
It's still there. Keep going.
It just said it ended.
I know what it said. It's still going.
Oh, well, yeah, but
yeah, it's just funny how these things are. But yeah, some stuff they redo, or I'd be like, yeah, I think they should have just left that alone.
Yeah. No, I'm gonna tell you a movie that had like really trash graphics, like I'm not gonna say it's newer, but it's like it's new enough to not have trash graphics. That first Wolverine origin story movie.
Oh, okay.
The graphics were terrible. Graphics were absolutely terrible. That very first Wolverine origin story, like when they had like they kind of somewhat introduced they had Gambit in it.
Yeah, Gambit and Deadpool and all that. Yeah.
Yeah. It was like a different version of Deadpool, but yeah.
Yep. Okay. So what was we talking about? Oh, we talking about a couple.
Yeah, we talking about them couples, them Fort Worth couples. Y'all let us know in the chat. Is everything better now? We good?
We good.
Are we good?
Yeah.
Y'all put titty nipples in the chat and see if we still good.
It's titty boobies.
Oh, titty boobies.
Titty boobies.
Titty boobies. All right. It's better than the term that I use, cooter twat.
They said it's better.
It's better. We good. All right, bet. So anyway, shout out to is that Agua Morale? I don't know who you are, but hello. How are you? I don't remember seeing you on the chat before, but anyway, who was the couple? We try not to be messy and disclose, you know, those type things or whatever. But
the couple is Adam and Eve now.
Yeah, I take Adam and Eve over them too. But yeah, so we were so the gig was for them. The gig was for them, and then we didn't. I just declined on it because that couple has just a very bad reputation of doing business and stuff like that. So So to answer your question, I had somewhat of a that was close to it, but I don't think I've been in a situation. I don't think I've been in a situation where I didn't know who was playing, and then when I got there, there was a person playing. I was like, oh shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So it never happened to me, but it kind of happened with a guy that I pulled in doing the gig. It was a bass player with this guy that I was doing a gig for, and I didn't know anything about the guy. I just ended up doing the gig, and he told me see if I could find a bass player. So I contacted the bass player, and I believe I can't remember if I believe I did tell him who it was, and he accepted to do it. And then like later he told me, he said, yeah, man, that dude screwed me over over whatever it was, and I think part of it, I think one of the main reasons, because a lot of us as musicians, we take gigs off the strength of, because we homies and we go ahead and do the gig and this and that. So I think he took it off of that. But like when he told me about the stuff about the guy, I wouldn't even called you, let alone if I wouldn't known beforehand, I probably wouldn't have taken the gig myself. Because that stuff, man,
right.
If he done screwed you over, ain't no telling what he gonna do in the future gigs and all that.
Is it somebody that I may know?
You might. I don't know.
It's a solid mic.
Talk off
I
camera.
got you.
Whatever.
I got you.
Yeah. So
I got you. But no, man. That's tough, man. We have to do better about how we handle business, because like we say all the time, man. Like word travels, and we talk and stuff like that, and your reputation is always going to precede you. You know what I'm saying? And it's always good to have a solid reputation of as being, of course you can have a reputation of being a cold musician and this, that, and the other, but just being having a reputation of just being a solid person, just a half decent person, that'll get you way further, you know what I'm saying, than anything. If y'all wonder, if y'all sit and y'all wonder, why is this person not that good, but they still keep gigging, or they keep getting these calls, they keep getting these tours, they keep getting this, that, and the other. Well, it might be because they have a better attitude than you do, So we just gotta make sure we tighten up on that, man.
Yeah. So far as your band, because I know your band, Funk Your Feelings. By the way, shout out to Funk Your Feelings, man. Y'all always doing your thing, whatever. Do y'all ever do like mashups or transitions
all the time
in y'all shows?
All the time. It's that's actually a cheat code. It's a cheat code that a lot of band leaders use. We use that. I'm not even necessarily gonna say it's because we run out of songs, but sometimes it's because it's to lengthen the song, and we see that the crowd is on this particular, and I don't like this word because it's overused, but vibe. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. We see that the crowd is on this particular vibe, and it's like, okay, let's ride this wave for a little bit. You know what I'm saying. We don't want to, as the church folks say, quench the spirit. So we stay there, man, and it's a thing that we have. First of all, in my personal opinion, the absolute master at it.
Quentin Moore. What?
That's hilarious. Shout out to the homie Quentin Moore. We and later on in the show, man,
I ain't heard that since high school, bro.
Later on in the show, we definitely got to shout out the guest that's been on, man, because it's gonna be a minute before we go live again. That's why this particular episode is special, and that's also why I hate that we having technical issues, but which is out of our control. So don't put it on us. Your car done broke down before, so you know what's going on. But anyway, no, like so it'll be a situation where we want to we do mashups because we want to ride that wave, and there's a thing with music leaders, band directors, and that type stuff. I don't know, we kind of have this thing to where we can, on the spot, we can find a song that fits what we doing. And if you're really good, you can fit a round peg in a square hole. And it, like, if you have that, just a dope ass band that know how to follow, and that know tunes, and also if you have a you know what I'm saying, if you have somebody that's behind the microphone that really know how to guide that boat, mashups are really the key, man. And it for me, I think about like a DJ. I think about how a DJ can be playing one song and then it just transition into another type field. The master at it, in my personal opinion, is, no offense to anybody, No offense to anybody, but the absolute, as far as Dallas DFW is concerned, he not in DFW no more, but that doggone, I'm not gonna call him by his government, but that doggone Polo the Vibe, that dude, like right now, well, like I said, I don't know if it still count because he not in Dallas no more, but right now, the Vibe band featuring Polo the Vibe is probably my favorite Dallas band right now.
Okay.
That's probably my favorite Dallas band. First of all, and that's another shout out to Polo the Vibe. We definitely have to get him on.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
But it's like sometimes I'll be first of all, bro, how are you remembering all of these songs, first of all? Because he's singing these songs word for word. He's fitting these songs in spaces that your average person wouldn't be able to fit these songs. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. Yeah. I've watched him. Well, I'm not that much older than him, but I just remember him coming on the scene, and I don't know. It's something about y'all when y'all get hair, when y'all get hang time, y'all forget yourselves. Yeah. And that man done forgot himself, man. And he is a whole gorilla when he get on stage. When you give him a microphone, man, you get that dude a mic, and you know what I'm saying. So when it come to mashups, putting songs together, my personal opinion, ain't nobody really touching him like that.
Okay.
He pulls songs out from nowhere. Whether it's recent, whether it's an old school tune, like that dude got it. But anyway, mashups.
Okay. yeah, man.
Also, I had to shout out the homie real quick, man. Because when it comes to that, I always look to him.
I'm just curious, because I've been wondering if it's other I guess cities that's doing mashups, because it kind of came out of nowhere for here to me. I know. I think the person that I got familiar with doing mashups with was Drea Randall, because she's real good with doing mashups as well. And
sure.
And a lot of that came from like certain songs that she want to do, and we wouldn't know it. So she like, well, I'm just fit this into this groove. And she'd like, stay right there, don't play any changes. Yeah. And she just starts singing whatever other song that comes to mind. She'll probably fit like 5 or 6 songs, because I remember that it used to be a part of a sets where she would stop, and then she like, y'all give me a song, any song, and they call a song. That used to make me sweat just a little bit, because I don't know that. Or we don't know that, but and then she changed it up, and she ended up changing up, saying name an artist, and artists at least help better, because then we could pick a song out. Like somebody say Jill Scott, right? Then we could pick a song out of Jill Scott instead of name a song. Then they'd be like, if you ain't loving, what song is what?
Right.
I don't know that. So
you got to have a deep repertoire to do that, man. So let me ask you this: in your opinion, do you think it's better if you, and we're strictly talking about mashups? Do you think it's better for the band to stay where they are, and the front person does all the work, or do you think if they call a mashup, the band should go to that song?
Go to that song. So to me, because pieces of that really depends. Like if like the guys I play with, if all of them are solid guys and they already just know where to go, and cause like far as with me, like if
love you too, Q.
If I hear something that may sound dope with whatever they change, or if I have an idea what the song or what that song sounds like and I don't know it, then I will go there. But I only go there if the guys that I'm playing with is 100% solid. Like if I'm not for sure with the guys I'm playing with, then I'm just gonna stay there, because I've tried that before and it turned into a
disaster.
So I like, okay, I'm not gonna do that no more. So
yeah, for me it's the opposite. For me, when I do mashups, I want the band to stay where they at. And I'll do the work on that end. Like one of my
I do that with church songs.
Yeah, like one of my favorite mashups. So it's this. We do a tune. We do a tune called "Still Feel Like Your Man" by John Mayer. Mm-hmm. We do that tune, and it's a real. It got a solid groove to it. It's almost Marvin Gaye-ish, kind of. I'm surprised they didn't sue him for it. He said Polo is such a vibe. I guess that's why he called himself that now. But it go dum dum dum, you know what I'm saying, and that's the groove. And then so I'll do the tune "Still Feel Like Your Man," but then while they're holding that groove, very groove heavy song. While they're holding that groove, I'll go into Temptations, Just My Imagination. I step through my window and watch her as she passes. I say to myself, you know what I'm saying? So, like that's a situation where it makes sense, and then I might tell shout out to Patrick Stuckey, man, my drummer. I might tell him to go to go halftime. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And so then now we're here, you know what I'm saying? Then, I'll do something like I type text to my girl I used to see saying that I chose this cutie pie with whom I want to be, and apologize if I message you down, that I CC'd every girl that I CC around town, and hate to see y'all frown, but I'd rather see her smiling. Witness all around me, true, but I'm no island peninsula, baby. But anyway, like, you know what I'm saying? So I'll go there. So it's like that's 3 songs in one, and so strategically as a band leader, that extends your set. You know what I'm saying? That, like, especially those situations where it's like, okay, we kind of getting close to the songs that we had set for this set. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? We need to stretch it out a little bit more. Let me. Oh,
that's good. Jeff said, I'll say stay where they are in the beginning, then switch to the next song's bridge with the singer.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that answer.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying, man. But like I said, the main thing is just making sure that you got the right set of guys behind you. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like having the right set of. Excuse me. And when I say guys, I mean girls too. You know, we're gender inclusive over here, but just having the right people around you. You know what I'm saying, to be able to properly follow, and then having the right leader. You know what I'm saying? Because one of the most, as a musician, one of the most frustrating things is having somebody who don't know how to lead. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, they'll be on the mic and then they'll do something like this. What does that mean? What are you telling,
bro?
And then they look at you like you like stupid. Like, bro, what does that mean? What are you telling me to do?
It's funny you mentioned that, because I looked at this. I posted this video. I did like a duet of C-Dub. Okay. And he was talking about like the white churches and black churches, and he was saying how, like, in the white churches where they break down, like it gives you, they say what chord they're playing and everything in detail. But he said the black church, when they just say and then you supposed to know what that means. Like, you better know what that means. And then, like, he went to the video breaking it down. He would say and the whole band played it. And it was so funny.
Man, listen, I don't know what
Quentin said 80% of the time I'm doing the work. But what's funny is the band will go to a different tune or made up groove that still fits if they tight, and still fits if they tight and don't know the song. But if they tight, know the song and know me, then we rocking the whole mashup together. And you don't see that very often. Like, I feel like that it takes like a special group of individuals to feel each other.
Well, if I see what you did there, but no. So that's a good perspective, and understand somebody like a Quentin Moore. He's very strategic about who he got backing him. You know what I'm saying? If you go to a Quentin Moore show, he's very strategic. He's careful about who he hires to play. Play for him, man, and he makes the right choices every time. And somebody like a Quentin Moore, he's somebody that can play
Dre
in front of any crowd.
He said not special, just ones who practice.
Okay, so I mean, let's touch on that for a second, because sometimes it's practice. Sometimes it is practice, and practice is very important. But also
you just gotta have it.
Well, you gotta have it. You gotta have it. But then, like, when you've been playing together for years, when you and y'all will see this interview in a little bit. But we interviewed my good brother Tin Man Travis, and Tin and Tonic. We've been playing together for 8 years now, and we practice, but we don't practice often because it's just gotten to the point to where we know the songs, we know the tunes, we know where he's gonna go, you know what I'm saying, stuff like that. So sometimes it, and mind you, this is just for the situations where you playing with the same cats, and with Tin and Tonic, we don't have to sub out often. You know what I'm saying? Like, and the majority of the time we got to sub out is because of me. We got to sub out a drummer. Yeah. But for the most part, it's practice, but it's also just just knowing who you're playing with.
Yeah. So
Jeff says it's all about the feeling, his opinion. I feel that.
Yeah, that too. That too.
But I say that from a singer's perspective. If I have to go sing, y'all been talking about deep element stuff like that, but
not necessarily.
Or venues.
We are not just deep element musicians, man.
You're right.
I ain't been deep element.
But from
can I do this real quick? Yo, hey, for the people who's watching, if you know of a venue where I can bring a band, vendors, and bring my own food, put it in the chat. If you know of a venue to where I can bring my band, my own food, and vendors, if y'all don't mind, please put it in the chat if you know somebody. I'm sorry, what happened? That was important.
You talking about feeling, singing, and feeling the music.
Oh, yeah. As a singer, when I go and sing at somebody else's establishment or church or whatever, there's only.
I agree, Dre.
There's only maybe one or two organists, and there's as much as he gets in this chat and get on my nerves.
Talking about Drew.
My cousin Drew. I will sit there and say, Drew, what you doing? Can you please come play with me? Play for me. And it's more so from the standpoint because I know, one, he's not going to showboat because I've sung or I asked somebody to come and play for me, and instead of them following me,
just all over
I was chasing them. And I was like, no. And from the singer's perspective, especially when you
after you.
You stupid.
Hilarious.
It becomes frustrating because you're there to do a job, but you're battling the person that's supposed to be accompanying you.
Yeah.
Keyword, accompany. So, I feel what Jeff say. It's all about how you feel with that person because you too busy. If you too focused on trying to figure out where they're going to go instead of trusting that they're going to go with you, it defeats the purpose of you even trying to go in the direction you're trying to go.
I agree.
So
I agree, and that's why y'all preachers need to start bringing y'all own musicians instead of talking.
Funny
shit.
you should say that because Dad started doing that.
And as he should.
Yeah.
He started doing that. If it's not Drew that's playing for him, he has another musician.
You don't get that fist,
right?
Well, I remember I done got that fist, boy, in my early years.
Yeah.
Hey, y'all saw that clip of what preacher was that chewed out the musician while he was preaching? Was that
Probably.
Oh,
your boy.
no, not Brian Corn.
I almost used a profane.
Let it rain, God. Paul Morton.
Morton. Oh
yeah,
yeah.
he got one of those musicians real good, and I was like, yikes.
I didn't see that. I didn't see that one.
I saw that.
All right, hey man, y'all be on the shout out for Jeff Jones, man. He got something. He cooking something.
Okay.
He cooking something up. I ain't talking about food.
Mm-hmm.
He cooking something.
Cooking
up.
some good sauce over there.
Yeah. Hey, I have a question for you, man.
Mm-hmm.
Because I saw for all of us that know, I'm pretty sure.
Before you
Go ahead.
You move the post.
Go ahead.
I just got one more thing about the mashups.
Mm-hmm.
So far as the mashups, is there a certain kind of rule about mashups or people jacking mashups? Because I didn't had kind of a couple of conversations about people, I guess, feeling some kind of way when they see a band doing a mashup, and I guess they feel like it was their mashup. I don't know.
I'm indifferent. I'm indifferent.
Oh, Dre, you know what? Sorry, y'all. I actually commend you for even being honest. He said Dorinda Clark did that to me and told Mike to get on the organ. That absolutely was the right call. I was trying to transpose the organ.
Hilarious.
Okay. It must be in a digital organ. But go ahead. Oh, okay.
What did Mama Queen say?
Mama Queen says on the year at the GMWA Quartet Division, they gave a whole class for musicians, telling them they are to accompany the singers, not the reverse.
That's true.
Yeah.
I'm down with that, Mama Queen.
That's true. Unless the musician is the singer. I saw this super dope clip of Corey Henry at his old church this past Sunday.
Yeah, was that video?
I saw that.
Yeah,
everybody had
super
phones
dope.
out, but I saw.
Super dope.
That's the one he's doing like God Wants a Yes or something. Yeah, I just watched like yes.
Yeah, that's God.
Yeah,
that dude, man.
Chris Carr, I don't disagree with what you're saying. However, we're talking from the musician. We're talking about the musicians. Some preachers, yes, they need a cadence, but we're totally talking about the musicians following the leader.
Also, Baptist preachers don't have a cadence, really.
Honestly,
trust
if
me,
you want to
I
be,
I don't know. He's all right. So how you gonna hear that?
What did Jeff Jones say?
heavy on the accompanying part. I hate when some musicians say they play for
it wasn't digital. I just make light of
an artist.
Okay, Andre.
when they just accompany them, meaning they just happen to be on the instrument when that artist didn't bring their own musician. You only played for that artist if they called you in random. But yeah. I agree.
Jeff got something to say.
Yeah.
I agree.
He said it wasn't
Heavy
digital.
on the accompany part. Stop. This ain't about you.
Do your job.
Right.
That's simple. Do your job, man.
Right. And I believe we said it in a previous episode. That's how you get called back.
Yeah, I feel that.
Oh, okay.
I feel that, man. Yeah, man. And yo, we appreciate y'all so much for y'all comments, man. Y'all keep them coming. If y'all got questions for us, anything like that, you know, we definitely will switch up and answer your questions the best possible way we can. I'm a navigate. Can I navigate now?
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm gonna navigate just I'm gonna navigate just a little bit, man. So as all of us know, the new Andre 3000 album dropped.
Oh man,
The new Andre 3000 album dropped. First,
I saw this picture of Erykah Badu and what she had on, and they said, looking at that, I'll play a flute too.
Man, I play a flute, clarinet, glockenspiel, triangle. Y'all don't even know what a glockenspiel is.
Cowbell, whatever. Huh?
Decimer, I'll play all that. Well, so my first, let's start here. How did y'all feel about it? And then I'll give my opinion.
I listened to a brief of it, but to me, it seemed like
y'all in the chat too. How did y'all feel about it?
It seemed like
y'all
it was
give y'all opinion.
like what you call it, like meditation music,
That's
basically.
exactly what it was.
Which is, I mean, it's cool. So I mean, I'm a musician, so I have a very.
Were you expecting something different?
Well, see, I saw an interview of him talking about it before I even listened to it. Okay. So when I saw the interview, I already knew what was going to be coming after I saw the interview. So.
Yeah. What about you, Professor Mel?
Honestly, I loved it.
Yeah.
And the reason why I say I loved it is because one of the mistakes as a fan / listener that we make is we never give an artist a chance to, one, evolve, and then two, to show different sides of them. He gave you Outkast part, he gave you Andre 3000 part, and he said, hey, before I leave this earth, I want y'all to see another part of me. And we don't give artists, not just musicians, but artists, that space, whether it flops or not. Honestly, most of these artists, they put music out not for you. At his caliber, they ain't putting it out for you at this point. He done made the money.
David Harris, shout out.
He done made the money. And being honest, we still stream all of the Outkast records. We still stream all of his Andre 3000 music. They don't redid Prototype I don't know how many times. And at this age, he just wants to put his other part of himself out in the world. So you either like it or you don't. I love it. You know, it's the ratchet people.
Yeah.
that don't like it. They you can't appreciate it. If you are stuck in a box, you are never going to appreciate other facets of other people.
Yeah.
Already.
So what Honey said, that's exactly the interview that I watched, and I remember him saying that he's 48 and he like, what am I going to rap about today?
Exactly, sis.
And so I already knew with him saying that. Okay, so this is the space he's in. So I mean, it's well respected to me.
Shout out to my nephew on the line, X. What's good? What's good, homie?
Hey, Xavier.
Shout out to my nephew on the line. Okay, so Honey just spoke on my next question. Well, first I'll give my opinion, then I'll give my question. So my opinion was, or is, if you didn't already listen to that type music, you probably wasn't going to appreciate it.
Right.
For me, in the past couple of years, I started.
Hey, Shanisha, I agree.
Shanisha, oh, shout out to Shanisha on the building. It was Art Simple. All right, shout out to Shanisha in the building. X, love you, nephew. But anyway, so if you don't already listen to that, like I started practicing meditation, and I have a meditation playlist of you know what I'm saying, different.
Mike Pugh, what up?
Mike Pugh in the building.
Now, sis, we ain't forgetting none of that. It's in black and white. You cannot take it.
About titty movies.
You cannot take it back.
Hilarious. Mike, what up? But yeah, so if you don't already have, have that in your spirit, then you really weren't gonna appreciate it anyway. Yeah. I already listen to different forms of meditation music. I try to practice like and real heavy on the try because it don't work out for me all the time. But because my mind moves too fast, but that's the point of meditation, right? But I try to practice like sonic meditation and stuff like that. But so that's one. So I was already appreciative of it when I first heard it. Two, he literally told y'all, hey, this ain't gonna be that. Yeah. As a matter of fact, like, first of all, I appreciate the fact that all of the song titles is like a novel. Yeah. Yeah.
Mike said he didn't recognize Lou with the head on.
Yeah, I had to change up on y'all tonight.
Right. You know what I'm saying? I like she said that flute was fluting.
Right.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, so it's like it was these long ass song titles, and like the first title was like, "Hey, I know y'all want some bars, but this is not a rap song. It ain't gonna be no bars on it. I'm sorry, I wanted to, but I did." You know what I'm saying? So that was one.
Say, I'm 48. What am I gonna rap?
What I'm gonna rap about?
So that
this man don't live.
So that's my opinion. So that comment goes into my next
one chains. Okay, Mike. Okay, I got you.
He called you one. He called you one chain. That's funny.
Dang.
Okay, Mike.
Not 2 Chainz. He coming on here talking that noise. Where's Bo at? That's normally Bo job.
Do not conjure him up.
That's normally Bo job anyway.
Do not conjure him up.
But
I came to bait the people. I already knew it.
But listen. And I'm not gonna necessarily call myself a hip hop head. We've had we've had one of those on the show. Shout out to my dude Medrick, and I'm nowhere near him, but so Andre said, I'm 48. What am I gonna rap about?
Right.
In another podcast, there was a clip that came out with Lil Wayne, and he said he saw that, and he didn't necessarily say Andre 3000 name, but we knew who he was talking about. And he said that was disappointing to him. Excuse me, because I mean, of course, Wayne getting up there and he one of the GOATs.
Mama Queen said Bo just got on the plane.
He just got on an airplane. Where the hell he going? Bo ain't got nothing to do. Bo ain't got nothing to do.
On a Monday night. Okay.
But anyway, so Wayne was talking about how that's disappointing, but because as an artist, artists, regardless what age you are, you always got something to talk about. You always got something to talk.
That was him talking.
You may not be talking about the same thing at 48. You might not be talking about the same thing you talking about at 28.
Yeah.
But you always got something to talk about. Jay-Z showed us that with 444. You know what I'm saying? 444 was a super dope album.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And you know what I'm saying? Cause you like one of the tunes on 444, he said a line. It was like, what's better than, what did he say? He said, what's more better than going in the strip club and blowing money? Credit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like he's talking about stuff that he's been through. He like in 444, Jay-Z wasn't trying to be one of those one of the young cats.
Yeah.
You know
I feel
what I'm
that,
saying?
Kaylin. She said there's two different perspectives of artistry that we can both appreciate, I feel.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
No, and I agree. I agree. I agree. Also, you have to understand, and he's kind of Andre 3000. He's kind of mentioned where his head is at.
Right.
Like he wanna rap with the young folks, but he don't feel like that's his space. All I'm saying is I more so agree with Wayne from the strength of you're talented enough to be able. I feel like Andre verse about colonoscopy would be dope. Also, Killer Mike just came out with an album. And there's a song on there that Andre produced called Scientists and Engineers. And Andre, his verse was fire. I'm like, oh, you ain't lost nothing.
My question is, so why do we as fans, or however we want to call ourselves, why we put so much pressure on them to stay in that area? Like,
because we fans.
Yeah, but at the same time, they are human just like us.
Yeah, I mean.
So yeah, he got the bars, but who's to say maybe he's graduated to mentorship where I don't have to spit the bars. Let me cultivate something that you will enjoy or something. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like a person, he's allowed to express himself in a different way without us. And I only say this because I saw more negativeness, and instead of people saying or accepting him where he's at, I saw more negativeness.
Oh yeah, I did too.
You know what I'm saying?
When it first came out,
and I'm like, dude, this dude gave you however many years of his creativity. Dude came out with a double album that was one. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, he gave you however many years. He is allowed to sit here and say, you know what? I gave my dues. I want to do something else. I want to express myself. So ain't nobody said nothing about you dropping out of school however many times because you wanted to express yourself and find yourself.
Okay, so let me play devil's advocate. I'm going to play devil's advocate. Andre 3000 didn't necessarily give us a lot of years. He didn't necessarily give us a lot of years. He only dropped one rap album.
Okay.
you know what I'm saying, one solo rap album. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you, Shanisha. Just appreciate the space he in, and that he shared it.
And I do, but for the sake of conversation and possibly more views,
we gotta have art.
You know what I'm saying? Let's play devil's advocate for a second.
Go ahead.
So devil's advocate.
I'm gonna rebuttal that.
He didn't give us like he gave us a lot of years of the same music, the same dope music, and a couple of verses sprinkled here and there. One of my favorite Andre verses is on the not Wipe Me Down, Walk It Out album.
Yeah,
I walk it out like a usher. If you say real talk, I probably won't trust you.
Yeah.
If you want to go to war, the gun's my pleasure. Even Jesus had 12 disciples on the level. Trigger, whatever. You don't want not take a 3,000.
Okay,
I'm like,
focus,
you're new to this part of town. Your white tee, well, to me, looks like a nightgown. Make your mama proud. Take your thing 2,000 down, and then you will be the man that you are or what you could be. I could
He
get
did,
a damn
Kaylin. He ate on green light as well.
Oh,
yeah.
Man, I forgot about green.
Yeah.
But anyway,
And his flow is just
so what?
You know,
so
do it to me every time.
So this is the thing. So this is the thing where people, it's the nostalgia. It's the same reason why people is still saying Tupac is still alive. It's the same reason why people is saying Elvis is still alive. They missed, well, not Elvis, but they missed good shit. Elvis was a thief, but they miss good shit coming from that person. If you take a poll,
I feel you, Kaylin.
If you take a poll, I guarantee you, a passing percentage of the poll right now will say they want Michael Jordan to come back in the league. All because don't look at me like that. They want Michael Jordan to come back. You know what I'm saying? They want Michael Jordan to come back in the league. They want Mike Tyson to still fight. You know what I'm saying? It's that y'all were so great when y'all were doing what y'all doing. We missed that. Mm-hmm. So that's the thing with Andre. That's part of the reason, like, you know, people want verses from Andre and not flutes.
It made them feel good.
You know what I'm saying? Not flutes because you know what I'm saying, we missed that dope shit that you brought.
What about the yoga people? They eating up Andre's flute right now. Man,
listen. And then like in that same interview that you talking about, apparently Andre he's been putting out flute music. He's been doing it under a different alias. You know what I'm saying? He's been doing it
under Brandon Price, what up, brother?
How about him?
Now listen.
But Brandon, I'm gonna be honest before you say anything, Jay. I'm gonna be honest. We cannot do this because we play the Eagles next.
We've been having such a productive conversation.
We play the Eagles next, and we got to show up. The 49ers did what they did, but we got to show up. So, but go ahead, Jay.
First of all, shout out to Brandon Price. That is the good brother. That's the homie.
I am very happy to be here.
Also.
Okay, David
Harris, what up? What up?
The whole book. Y'all
also, Brandon, hold on. We got to stay on Brandon for a second. Also, I'm so proud of Brandon Price because I've seen his elevation, one, as a musician, two, as a man, family man. He has three beautiful children, beautiful wife. Shout out to wifey. With that being said, Brandon, going on with that bullshit. All right, going on with that. The same team that beat us beat y'all just as bad.
All right.
So stop it.
Let me read what David said. David said, I think we overlook one thing regardless of the side of the fence we're on. Everyone didn't like Andre when he was hot doing what most of us were comfortable with.
And they were stupid.
Huh?
Nothing I'm gonna say.
There were a few outliers who thought he was whack, weird, anything in between. Now the same majority who were comfortable with what he was doing may feel a different way. Those who still support the new Fluke Dre may or may not understand that this is the same critique, but it's a louder critique because they are less comfortable with what he's doing now. That's true.
Yeah.
But with all things artsy, it is always left up to the consumer to love or hate. One will always be present, one opinion to another. That's true, though. That is true. It is up to the consumer to love or hate it. I just wish we would be more open, you know.
Well, I mean, like
as consumers,
I'm not tripping off people having their opinion. Like I said, I was already listening to meditation music before he put that out. So for me, it was like it wasn't much of a transition for me because I was already listening.
Ain't they going in?
Listening to that type of music.
Y'all focus. Come back to the music.
Did we win though?
He said Burley, and I actually agree with him.
Did we win?
Wait, Jalen Hurts is hurt?
No.
He said Jalen Hurts is hurt and Swift is hurt.
Did we win? The songwriter said almost doesn't count. That's what the songwriter said.
Lou, what are you a Cowboys fan? You don't. You could take it or leave it.
Yeah, I'll watch when I watch it. I'm not a.
The songwriter said almost doesn't count. You
no, but saying? Speaking on that, you know,
she said he basically said y'all niggas need to heal. Nah, yeah. I saw a meme that said y'all don't deserve no words. Y'all niggas don't deserve no words. Nah, man. Nah, because y'all been turning up on Sexy Red and all that.
I was about to say, think about the music that we, you know, that.
Don't say we.
I was about to say, I changed that because I don't even listen to it. Think about the music that folks are listening to now and how prevalent it is in the communities. It's like, you honestly, you need some simmer down. Simmer down a little bit.
I don't even know. I don't be knowing today's music, boy.
Me neither.
I don't either.
I don't never. Yeah, radio
he said,
music.
I don't care about Taylor Swift being hurt.
She said ski. That's hilarious.
Ski.
Listen, Brandon. We having a good, wholesome conversation. If you would not deter us.
She said, I appreciate her ghetto self too.
I'm just saying,
She's
man. I'm just saying. But now back to the subject at hand. Talk noise after y'all win. That's the problem.
No, that's not the subject.
Talk
Leave
noise
that
after
subject.
y'all win.
Go back to the
I
music.
didn't start it. And that be the thing. I don't be starting nothing.
Okay, but
the Cowboy
be the bigger person.
Whatever. I am bigger than Brandon Price. You right. You right. He 5'3". I understand.
My question is back on, you know, consumer versus artist, right? In some way, form, or fashion, you guys, Lou and Jay, y'all have bands, so y'all trying to appeal to consumers and audiences, right? How do you feel, or how would you have felt, or have you felt, maybe you have, where you've put something out and it was genuine, it was yours, it was your baby, you worked on it, you scrubbed it, cleaned it up and everything, and you presented it only for people to be like, man, that's whack. How does it feel to be at a show and you went over this set list, you did some mashups and some rearrangements of some songs, and then people just sit there and look at you like, oh, that's whack. Like, how you feel?
That's a good question. Musicians in the comments, y'all can answer
musicians,
that too.
y'all can answer that too.
That's a great question. I'll let you go.
Okay, well, like far as
like you put your
thank
best,
you, Kaylin. We try to create a space like this for everybody. Go ahead.
Well, far as for me, my younger self used to try to put my best foot forward with bands I played with, or if I tried to do some crazy arrangement stuff or whatever. And then I start noticing how the crowd just, it's like they almost kind of just look at you like, what is this again? So I got to a point where I would be more mindful of what would be, especially like for like just your average gig or whatever. If it's your average crowd of people, and I say this all the time, you have gigs, then you have shows. And it's definitely a difference. When you're doing a show is when people are actually coming to see you and people taking pictures, or you may sign autographs. Those are shows. A gig is when you just call a few homies over to do a gig and you just play for whoever just come out to the venue and they just out with their people, whatever. And then they might say, can you turn it down a little bit? Y'all a little too loud. That's when you know for sure you had a gig.
But how do you feel when you have put all that energy into creating this nice show that you thought was going to go off and it doesn't?
I mean, at my earlier age, it will get frustrating from time to time because you feel like I put my heart and soul and whatever in doing this, but then I started to sit back and look at, okay, what am I actually playing for, and what is, what do I need to do to keep getting myself playing at this type of gig if I want to keep playing at that gig, understanding what type of gig it is, because once you get to the point where you understand what type of gig you playing, then it makes more sense of what you need to do to prepare for it.
Right.
So, yeah.
What about you, Jay? Like, how does it feel to flop?
Flop.
Jesus Christ. All right. I have two perspectives. Which one are you asking about?
I mean, I'm sure you're gonna give me both. So take your pick.
I'll
I just want you to just be genuine. Like, how does it feel to create? And I've seen you. Mm-hmm. I've been in your presence. You literally shut the whole world off. You get these songs together, you get these arrangements together. Y'all don't start incorporating dance steps and everything. Mm-hmm. And how does it feel to do all that and then the crowd does not respond the way you thought they would? I'm gonna get to y'all comments in a minute.
Y'all gonna think I'm being cocky.
You don't care?
No. Y'all gonna think I'm being cocky. As far as Funk Your Feelings is concerned, and hear me out. As far as Funk Your Feelings is concerned, we've never, quote unquote, put our best foot forward and the crowd didn't move. That's never happened in flop like those Seagulls.
Brandon, leave him alone. We're trying to have a conversation. You know he gonna respond. Focus.
Oh,
Come
man.
back. Come back, Jay. Funk Your Feelings, never what?
Good and terrible.
Come on, so I can read these comments.
You one of the niggas that Andre didn't make the flute album for. You can't reach the top shelf in the grocery store. But anyway, Funk Your Feelings has never done a show where we put our best foot forward and the crowd didn't move. So now, on the flip side of that, there has been situations where I wasn't where I was like, yo, we could have did better. Mm-hmm. Whatever. But the crowd didn't necessarily do that. Even being in situations where we've played in front of, you did give me kind. I did give you kind
focus
words.
So I can read. We got some comments to read.
There's been situations where we had to work a little harder for the type of crowd that was there. I've definitely been in those situations, but it's like once we got them there, it's like,
y'all do get them there.
You know what I'm saying? And even in those situations, I'm not looking at whether whether the crowd is like, you know, up on their feet and stuff like that, or whatever the case may be.
Yeah, that's right, Chris.
I'm entitled. I'm beginning to believe that Brandon is really Bo.
Nah. Brandon is me and Brandon probably we had a fake Facebook beef a couple years ago. And
I remember that.
We had a fake Facebook beef a couple years ago, and what for whatever reason he's trying to conjure that shit back up. I ain't mess with you, Brandon. Stop bullying me, bro. Once I come alive, it's different. But going back,
Christopher Carr, that is right. I say that all the time. The more you drink, the better we sound. Come on, somebody.
That may or may not be true, but even in those situations where I have to work a little bit harder, I'm not looking at like whether the crowd is, you know, blah blah whatever. The first thing I'm looking at is whether they're paying attention or not. If you're paying attention, I got you. And then sometimes, especially before those libations kick in, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes it's as simple as a tapping of the foot, or as simple as doing this. You know what I'm saying? Or nodding of the head. At that point, that's how I know I got your attention. So I'm more so worried about your attention than anything.
Or your disposition.
Yeah, I'm more so worried about your attention than anything. So I stand on what I say. I've never been in a position to where I felt like Funk Your Feelings was just, as far as the crowd is concerned, Funk Your Feelings is just flopping. As a drummer, I've definitely felt like, damn. You know what I'm saying? But again, in those positions, I wasn't quote unquote putting my best foot forward. I wasn't. It was a situation where I was being lazy. I didn't go over the music. You
weren't prepared.
You know what I'm saying? All of that stuff. So in those situations, I wasn't necessarily disheartened. Because, you know, it's like I know within myself why the crowd not doing what they supposed to do or whatever the case may be. But as far as Funk Your Feelings is concerned, we gonna get the crowd every time. I've never been in a situation where I felt like we were about to get booed off stage, or we weren't accepted. Now, on the flip side to that same coin, there is a part of me, and we're just being transparent. There's a part of me that does still fear putting out original music from Funk Your Feelings.
Why?
Because
you don't know if it's gonna be accepted or not.
And while I'm talking all this shit, and it's just me being transparent. While I'm talking all this shit, I understand that live is different from when you're listening to it in your car or when you're listening to it, whatever. Like, one of the bands that I've played for, we were told, like, yo, like, y'all should play for festivals and y'all should play live. I don't know about, you know,
this
record.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But he said that was so fun. It was, our fake beef was fun, Brandon. But so there's a small part, and the other part, again, I'm telling on myself, because hopefully somebody learned from it. Another part of it is procrastination on my part. You know what I'm saying? A big part of it is procrastination on my part. But for the most part, even inside of that procrastination, I wanted to do well. And I think that's more so human than anything. I wanted to do well. I wanted to be well received. And I have great guys on my team. Great guys. I got one of the best songwriters in Dallas on my team. I got, not talking about myself, I got one of the best funk guys on my team. I got I got a dope ass drummer, but I got really good guys on my team that we can come together and make that a thing. It's just that
you scared.
There's some fear there. There is some fear that. And that's
and
I'm just being honest, because I want to use and that's part of why we do this podcast. We want to use our honesty to where somebody can see this and be like, okay, let me not do that. Let me do the opposite.
But didn't you say, well, okay, I'm gonna say this and then I want to read these two comments. I'm not saying this is the reason, but I remember, well, this ain't a flashback episode or nothing, but we talked about Uncle Jeff, and Jay, you made a comment. You said when he does come out and do shows, you best believe he's gonna do a show
for sure.
Yeah.
So I think one of the things that he takes into consideration is, if I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna have to do it and be okay with what I put out there. Not, I gotta keep myself in front of people so it doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? Like, he really, takes his time. And if he's gone for a year or two, you best believe when he do show up, he's been conjuring up something and taking his time. And so I feel like when you do that, it makes it okay, or you feel better, whatever the response is, because you did everything.
But even with that, I think we're talking about the difference. Well, not necessarily with him, because he excels on both ends. But I think we're talking about the difference between the live and the recorded. I don't have an issue with anything live. Anything live, give me a kit, give me a microphone, we gonna rock. But as far as like the recorded music and stuff like that, I do have a slight reservation.
You should just jump out there,
I should.
You're
not wrong at all.
You can swim.
I can float. I can float. I done gained a lot of pain.
You got some good pieces, brother. I'm gonna say that, man.
So Shanisha said, she said, I'm not a musician, but when I was a dancer, that was the absolute most uncomfortable feeling ever. Like, wake up, people, and open up your eyes to different art forms. So her performing in front of people, I remember Shanisha, I used to go to school with her. And
shout out to Holmes,
man. OW Holmes,
Holmes, man.
And so I've seen her dance, and the girl can dance, and she puts her all into it. And so I can only imagine and think about it. You're trying to convey a message without talking.
Yeah.
So imagine how, uncomfortable it is for you to be speaking without actually saying words, and it's not translating to the audience.
Yeah.
So I definitely understand what she's saying. And then Kaylin said, isn't it kind of like praise and worship ministry? She said your sex should minister to your soul first, then the audience. So if it doesn't, should you reflect on how it made you feel when you practice those sex? Am I making sense? And I think I know what you're saying.
That makes perfect sense.
That makes perfect sense. Like she's basically saying, it's supposed to hit you first. Yeah. So then when it doesn't work out, aren't you supposed to go back to that place how it made you feel the first time? And I think sometimes that is kind of hard, because in your mind, you're still seeing that visual response of the audience. You know how it made you feel, so.
No, those are two totally.
Oh, yeah, Shanisha, you did go to DeSoto. Girl, yes, you did. I remember DeSoto. Eagles. I knew you were going to say that.
Eagles.
DeSoto Eagles. Shout out to DeSoto.
I mean, we the Falcons, but they still birds, so the same thing.
You the what?
I said we were the
you were?
We were the Falcons, but
you were?
Yeah, Maceo. What are you trying to say?
Oh, I'm saying that there's no Maceo anymore.
Wow.
You were. There's no Maceo. DeSoto is still there. There's no Maceo anymore. Right. We're moving on.
The disrespect that I get on this show is atrocious.
You can dish it and you can take it. Go
Whatever,
ahead,
bro.
But shout out, thank y'all for being so engaging in the comments. We really appreciate it. Y'all so live tonight.
We appreciate that too.
Man.
Oh, and we're so live. We're not even taking
account of the time.
That's right. We need to take a break, pay some bills.
Yeah, we've been on this thing, just rolling it,
just thinging. Been on this thing, just thinging.
Just what?
We've been on this thing, just thinging. Yeah, I'll say it again.
And talking about titty boobies.
Shout out to the titty boobies.
Oh my gosh.
Shout out to, it's been a minute since I've seen a good titty boobie. Yeah, just shout out to the titty boobies. Hey man, again, this is DFW Shed Sessions. We appreciate y'all so much, man, for rocking with us. We are not done yet though. We are definitely not done. We got a lot more show to go. Y'all make sure y'all stick around. We're gonna take a real quick break. We got ads. We got ads that we got to do. We got to pay some bills. Now, with that being said, if you have anything that you're trying to promote, you got anything that you're trying to promote, you got anything that you need to get out, hit us up, DFW Shed Sessions, or you can hit us up individually. We're going to give y'all our social medias in just a second. But hit us up. We will definitely promote your ad. We will not make it for you.
I mean, we can
without a fee.
I was about to say
we can make it for. We can make your ad for you for a small fee. But other than that, Professor Mill over there being ratchet. But because it sounds like I'm saying ass, but I'm saying ad. But yeah. So y'all make sure y'all hit us up on that. We got some dope things to promote coming up. Got some homies doing some really good things in the community. But other than that, man, y'all stick around. We're going to talk just a little bit more, then we're going to get at y'all way. Is that all right?
Yeah.
All right. Well, with that being said, don't bust that nut just yet. We going to be right back.
That sounds like Jeff.
This is what we literally came up doing. And to watch you orchestrate an entire show, to put this going on, to have all these people come out to support you, it shows, bro. This is only the beginning, nigga.
Yo, Jeff, it's Mav, bro. This new project is super polished, bro. I'm so proud of you, man. And I'm excited for where everything is going to go for you, man. After this one, bro. This is it.
Get needy, I get greedy, and people don't believe me when I say that. These are the things I see. These are the things when I'm looking at myself in the mirror. These are the things I see. These are the things I see. Up in the to be loved by you. It feels good to be loved by you. It feels good to be loved by you. It feels good to be loved by you.
See, I'm a photographer. You feel what I'm saying? So if they say a picture is worth 1,000 words, it's my job to make sure they hear every last one of them. I got you.
What up, everybody? What's up, fam, man? Y'all are here with your boy, Mr. Music, a.k.a. The Boss. Listen, if you have not, man, definitely go check out my music school. I have a school located in the DeSoto area called Mr. Music School of Music. Check that out, MrMusic.com. I also have a party band from the DFW area, Soulful Sounds Party Band. If you have not, look that up, man. Go follow us on all social media platforms.
Y'all, I finally did it. I finally finished my first ebook From overlooked to overbook, the blueprint to a successful career as a musician. Y'all, I poured my heart and soul over this ebook, compiling information from many years of experience that I feel would be beneficial to anybody who's looking to level up their career as a musician. I got so many topics on there, 10 different topics on there, talking about EPKs, professionalism, the gear to use. Go over to my link in bio, check out my ebook, follow me as I give more daily tips in regards to this topic.
Oh, you got the magic, magic, magic. I cannot imagine, magic, magic. Girl, you got the magic, magic, magic. I cannot imagine, yeah, imagine, magic.
You don't have to be a. Used to be my angel, then you switched. Used to be my angel, then you switched. You just switched it to a.
All right, people. Well, we are back. We had to
Bizac.
Yeah, we had to take a quick pause for the calls, man. So make sure you guys subscribe to our YouTube channel, DFW Shed Sessions, and you guys can follow us on Facebook, the DFW Shed Sessions Podcast. And also, you guys can follow us on Instagram, and you can follow us on TikTok under DFW_Shed Sessions. So let's get to these social media plugs. Professor Mel Will, where can we find you on social media?
You can find me on all social media platforms. That's Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and Thread, which nobody... That didn't take off as well as I guess they wanted it to, huh? Thread? Yeah.
This is my first time. Have you been saying Thread every week?
No. But
when you said that,
let me focus. But on all of those under Professor Mel Will, that is Professor Mel Will.
And Pinterest. No, I'm just playing.
While you playing, I do have a Pinterest. DIYs. Yeah. Get into it.
Follow me on LinkedIn and no. My good brother J Ell Groove, where can we find you on social media, my good brother?
Man, I am on Facebook, J Ell Groove. Instagram, who is J Ell Groove? I'm sorry, I was struggling for a second.
Clearly.
My algorithm, my internal algorithm just did something. But now Facebook, J Ell J Ell Groove. Instagram, who is J Ell Groove? I'm on TokTik as well under J Ell Groove. If you want to ride this funk train, holla at us on Funk Your Feelings, Instagram and Facebook. It's FUNKYO Feelings. Also, if you want to dabble in one of my many conglomerates, that is photo, photography, videography, marketing, anything like that, that's another Groove project, because that's just another one of my projects. So that's on Facebook and Instagram, another Groove project. Merch is out. Merch is out. Holla at me. Y'all have seen it. I ain't got it right now on me, but y'all have seen it. Holla at me.
We want the hats.
Hats are coming. I just found a place that may be able to give what I'm looking for. So hats may or may not be coming pretty soon. Also,
and fanny packs.
Actually fanny packs might be a thing too. Beanies might be, I rock beanies heavily, so beanies might be a thing too. But anyway, I need bra models.
Trying to get into everything. I got what you need.
We need titty boobies.
We need titty boobies. Hey, if you want to be a bra model, holla at me. But anyway,
we got to make you some Hoochie Daddy short versions.
Might need to do that. And of course, on the regular, you can find me on X Hamster OnlyFans. X Hamster OnlyFans. What other
Twitter.
What other sites do you watch?
X.
Oh, ooh. I love Miss Ellis, and I was about to say yo mama.
You know what I'm saying?
Whatever site your mama on.
Now, if you said my daddy, that would have been a different story, but that's neither here nor there. That's neither here nor there. But yeah, man. So yeah, you just check out Center in Irving, Texas. I sure will. Bra models is crazy.
With the club.
Bro, hey, listen, man. Bra models are a thing. Like you Victoria's Secret, Lane Bryant. You don't think they got bra models?
Of course they do. That's what they're known for.
Exactly.
Actually.
So we need titty boobies. Titty boobies are always in order.
Lou, where can we find you?
Titty boobies lives matter, man. So, we gotta.
That's a bra.
Yeah. Hey,
that's a bra. Titty boobies lives matter. Come on, man.
Caitlin said she can model her finger.
I need to go ahead and trademark that, man.
Okay,
yeah.
I'll go.
Yeah.
It's clothing wear. I bet. I'm gonna say that. I'm gonna hit them up.
Yeah. All right, Lou, where can we find you?
Okay, so you can find me on Instagram, Lou Paul Beats.
Titty boobies.
Toxic.
I see.
Now you got them in the comment talking about toxic.
You can find me on TikTok under Lou Paul Beats. Also, I have some music out on all music streaming platforms. Just put in Lou Paul Beats. You should find some music. It might be a flute in one of them songs.
A flute or two.
I might have to put that on my next album.
Okay.
But anyway, you can find my music, some cool hip hop instrumental music. Add to your playlist if you be so kind, and just hit that repeat button. Just let it play all night so I could make some money.
Yeah.
So you can make some money.
Yeah.
Speaking of making money, they didn't tell me to do this, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Listen, if you are enjoying DFW Shed Sessions Podcast, if it's helping you, or if you just want to see Black people win, please. It's okay to support. We'll take support via Cash App. We'll take support via stars, whatever. I think a lot of you guys personally know each and every one of us or one of us on this podcast. So float some money this way. This takes money, and we are funding it. But we desire to have help. So that's just a shameless plug for some supporters.
Yeah.
I ain't shame.
Also, we do have a Zelle. It will start being on display when we start next season. But if you guys would like to know now, you can just Zelle DFWShedSessions@gmail.com.
All right.
If you wondering why he said next season, so this is gonna be the last live viewing this year. We've had some super dope times. We've had some super dope conversations with some super dope people. You can see those full. Can you put the YouTube back up? You can see all of those full episodes on YouTube. YouTube, y'all go to YouTube, like, share, subscribe. We've had some dope conversations with some dope people, artists, a lot of good information, a lot of good gems. And we appreciate all of them for, coming on the show and blessing us with their presence. But yeah, all of our full episodes will be on YouTube. So make sure you go check us out on there.
Yeah, I will also say, man, I'm pretty sure you've been getting people coming up to you, but I've been getting quite a few musician guys, people coming up to me talking about they've been watching the clips and all of that of the videos, and they definitely been enjoying it. I had some
pastors come up and say they've been.
Oh, nice. So actually, I got a couple of people said they want to be on the podcast, so we'll be in the talks of that. So
listen, we don't get no Rudy Poos on the podcast, man. We
what? We don't get no what?
Rudy Poo.
What is a Rudy Poo?
Ask The Rock. I don't know. I got that from him back when I was watching wrestling. Rudy Poo. Like that. Like, all I know is
Matt Francis was
Hey,
good.
Matt.
Another good brother.
Yo, listen. I ain't
Matt Francis, you would be on here soon,
man.
brother.
Listen, I ain't talked to him in a good minute. That is definitely,
yes, sir,
hands down, gonna be a good show if we get Matt Francis on, man. That is a really good dude. Outside of him just being hella talented,
for sure,
bombastic ass drummer.
Mm-hmm.
That dude is a good dude, man. I ain't talked to him in a minute, but we've had some really good conversations, man. So shout out to the homie Matt Francis in the building. You know what I'm saying? So that's definitely somebody we gotta get on, man. But speaking of which, Lou, like I said, it's gonna be a little bit, maybe sometime at the beginning of next year before we go live again. We're still gonna post our interviews. Like I said, we've interviewed some great people that y'all haven't seen yet. But yo, so let's just pay homage to the people that we've talked to on the couch.
For sure, man.
Okay, so man, we've had some dope conversations. Like I said, with some of your favorite artists.
Yeah, Quentin Moore for sure, man.
Quentin Moore has definitely been one of the premier ones. More so
good. We had him twice. No.
We had him twice. The only person that we've had twice.
Yeah.
No. Well, technically, Mike Pugh.
Oh,
technically, Mike Pugh. We had him twice.
He's the only one that came back as a guest host.
We've only had one guest host, and then that was Mike Pugh. So shout out to the good homie Mike Pugh. But
blessings to you too, man.
Yes, sir.
Hell yeah, man. It's been way long. We need to get you on here ASAP. But yeah, man. I would say one of my favorite moments from our past guests, man. We got to talk about Dwight Williams Jr.
Oh yeah,
we got to talk about Dwight.
No, we don't.
Yes, we do. We have to talk about Dwight Williams Jr. and this time. So and y'all can go back and watch the episode again on YouTube. Dwight Williams Jr. First of all, good dude, good brother. That's family to me. He is a audio engineer. He's an audio professional audio engineer, audio producer, and he does TV shows. He's worked with Deion Sanders. He's worked with Netflix. Just different companies or whatever. The Little People of Atlanta or something like that. He's worked
HGTV.
HGTV. He's worked with. He's worked with. He has a really dope resume. Where there was this one situation. There was this one situation, and that he talked about on the podcast.
Oh, Mama Queen! Shout out to Mama Queen
What'd
for
she say?
sending 300 stars.
Hey.
Come on, Mama Queen.
No,
It
I'm
feels
sorry,
so lovely to
200
be here
stars,
tonight.
but
What a beautiful
still.
Give yourselves a round of applause. You're so
Stereotype.
lovely.
I
Everyone's so
have no
lovely.
idea how to spell it, but Ruby Poos.
Mama Queen
weak and
supporting.
it means weak and watered down. There you go.
You know what? She always support.
Man, listen.
I mean,
we might need to mess around and have her on the podcast.
I was about to say
like
low
playing.
key because I've seen her in so many events.
That would be, but not only that, man. Behind the scenes, Mama Queen, I'm gonna tell on you, man. I was able to go sit down and talk to her because she has a really good sense on business, especially as far as working with grants, contracts with the city and stuff like that. And
For those of you who don't know, Mama Queen is Bo Dub's mother.
That's Bo Dub. That's Bo Dub mama. Bo Dub mama. But anyway, and she allowed me to come in her crib, and that was like an hour and 30-minute conversation, and just game after game after game. Not only that, every now and again she hits me up and keeps me accountable. Hey, where you at with that? Where you at with that conversation we had? How far have you gotten? You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. So I appreciate her. You're not wrong. I appreciate her so much for doing that for me. She didn't have to.
Come on, Kate. Sorry,
She didn't have to
Kaylin
do
just
that.
sent
99
stars. Come on,
It feels so
Kaylin.
lovely to be here tonight. What a beautiful
You know
Give
what I'm
yourselves a
saying?
round
And
of
if I'm not
applause. You're so
mistaken,
lovely.
this is her
Everyone's so
first
lovely.
live that she's been
I believe
on.
this is her first live.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
we
So
appreciate
shout out. But yeah,
Thank
man.
you so much.
Yeah. So shout out to Mama Queen. But what I was saying was so Dwight Williams, Dwight Williams Jr. He got on here.
Text him and tell him you talking about
I wouldn't be opposed to calling him. I wouldn't be opposed to calling him.
What time is it?
You know what I'm saying? He a family man, so I don't know.
Let me see if he up.
But man, he got on the show, and like I said, he's an audio engineer, and he was doing this show, and the show was about a medium, and that man said that the medium himself got possessed.
Yeah, that was probably the craziest. That was probably the craziest episode, man.
That was a wild episode when he told us that story, man. Like how you a medium and you supposed to be communicating.
Yeah.
Now, mind y'all, Dwight Williams Jr. is a preacher. He's a youth pastor at that. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So that was a funny episode. Y'all gotta go back. Y'all gotta go back and watch the episode with Dwight Williams Jr. Again, this is interactive, y'all. So if y'all got questions, comments, if y'all want to interrupt us, just rambling. And stuff like that, man. Y'all make sure y'all hit us up. What about you, Lou? What was a moment in DFW Shed Sessions history?
Moment, man. I think one of my main ones was probably Donald.
Oh man,
and I think that's probably because
we
wasn't expecting that conversation.
Listen, we have broken yokes on this show here.
Yeah.
Shout out to Shanisha for the 50 stars.
Okay.
Y'all are blessed.
It feels so lovely to be here tonight. What a beautiful love. Give yourselves a round of applause. You're so lovely. Everyone's so lovely.
We might need to go live more often.
Yeah.
You know what? I gotta say this, even though that's who my current Facebook beef is with K-Lou, but I gotta shout because he was the very first one to actually send us stars. So I got to shout out.
K-Lou was the very first, and he sent us multiple. He even sent you stars.
He sent me like a crescent moon. He didn't send me no stars. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to him, man. I legit don't know what I'm doing. Y'all please just get off. It's all this is we all learning together, man. This is our first go at a podcast.
Yeah.
This is our first go at it.
I think all of us.
Yeah,
right?
man. It's been going on a year.
We've been doing this since January.
Yeah.
We've been doing this so
remember that first episode that we didn't?
Man.
Y'all.
So one day we're gonna come back and do a recap episode, and we gotta show the very first.
Man, that first.
As a matter of fact, the very first episode wasn't even in this space, man. We were at my studio. We were at my studio, and then we
was using
like,
drum snares as tables.
like let's do it, man. As a matter of fact, it was so bad we didn't even air that first episode. We just came back and redid the first episode. It was. I'm not gonna say it was bad.
No, it was bad. it was bad. And
I was trying to give a whole history lesson on
man.
He was like, "Come on, old man, what you doing over here?"
It was.
we gonna play a clip for that. We gonna play.
Thank you, Kaylin, for another 100 stars.
It feels so lovely to be here tonight. What a beautiful love. Give yourselves a round of applause. You're so lovely. Everyone's so lovely.
I want to hug you.
Y'all are lovely, man. But yeah, so I can definitely say we've as a collective, as a unit, we've grown a lot. We've grown a lot in this podcast space, and we still learning. We're still getting to know, trying to know the space. And then on top of that, bro, everybody got a podcast. Everybody and their mama got a podcast. So it's more so us just trying to figure out, in this plethora of podcasts, what is our space?
Yeah.
And I really feel like DFW Shed Sessions, man, ain't like, especially in the DFW side of things, ain't nobody really touching what we're doing. Nobody's doing what we're
especially
doing.
I don't know too many like musicians. I think
I
think I've seen a couple on YouTube. But,
I mean,
but I know that the ones I saw,
they're not.
I believe they're not in the area. But
not now. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna front with you. There are some really dope musicians.
Yeah, K-Lou.
Well, no, that's not a music. That's more like a sports. Like more. Now, if we're talking about just overall musician podcasts, there are like R&B Money.
Yeah,
but we're talking about in the area though.
Well, yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like,
I've seen R&B Money.
Yeah, like
R&B, Tank, right?
Tank and is it? I forget the other cat name, but yeah. So Tank is another one, and then I was telling you a while back about this a group called Lewis and York.
Yeah.
They have a pod, We Loud or We Outside. It's something like that, like We Loud, and they have a really good podcast.
Oh, Kaylin said, well, this is a comfortable space. I hate this is the last one this year. We're coming right back. We just need to, we really take a break so we can regroup and figure out how we can give better content, better graphics, better, everything. Like, we try to come back transform better than where we were previously.
Since we talking about transparency.
Now, however, there still will be other more posts of videos.
We're still going to be posting interviews. We have interviews that have not aired yet, so you're still going to get notifications every Monday about an interview coming out. This is just the last live for the year.
Yeah, just last live for the year. Like, we're not done. But kind of to piggyback off what Professor Mel Will said about us just needing a break for a second. This is work. It is work, and since we're talking about transparency, between myself, Lou Paul, and Professor Mel Will, we all got better shit to do. What I'm saying? We all, but we believe in this thing that we doing, and we passionate about it. So we unass ourselves from our lavish surroundings. We come here. We set up.
Some of us come from our 9 to 5.
We come, you know what I'm saying? We come from work. Professor Mel Will is definitely sleepy.
Very. I've been up since 5 a.m.
You know what I'm saying? We come from work. We set up, you know what I'm saying? We try to at least, have something decent to talk about, something interesting to talk about, and stuff like that. So we actually put in a good amount of work. And then we do this every Monday. And just to be consistent in what we do, we're trying to just find our space, man. So we appreciate
the interaction with you guys makes it so worth it.
Oh, it definitely.
We was just talking about on break when everybody was going to go potty. We were just talking about
we toddlers.
Yeah. Did you wash your hands? We were just talking about how the engagement tonight has, when I tell y'all I was so tired. I was not talking to Lou or Jay at all before this started, and you guys' energy just really, really just changed all that. Now I can stand them a little bit. And but you guys' engagement really matters. It makes us want to do this. It makes us want to find the people. We'll be honest and say some people have not wanted to come on here for whatever reason, but there are a lot of people that just want to come and kick it, tell their life stories and everything.
She said potty.
I said potty.
But man, but it's new to y'all. It's new to y'all, but it's not new to us because what we do is, and I don't know. I guess we can kind of call this like a behind the scene type situation.
Maybe.
As a matter of fact, Professor Mel, you want to sit right here for a second?
No, I don't.
You sure?
No.
You don't want the people to see you?
No, I'm not. No.
You sure?
No.
Because a lot of people be wondering. A lot of people be wondering who is his voice behind the camera.
No, they can go to my Facebook page.
They go to your social media.
Listen, I came home, I got in the shower, and I put on some sweats and a t-shirt.
She ain't got no clothes on, y'all.
And I listen.
Wow, look at that last comment.
I want to.
You know what?
Dwight said he want. That's my bro. Hey, bro. Dwight said he want to call back. Dwight, I've had some people who've watched your interview, and they're like, is that really real? And I'm like, yes. He's shown me videos and pictures and stuff. Like, this dude really be engaged in some very crazy stuff.
Call
him.
She said she's seen you a few times. She been okay. You might have seen her at cause you might have seen her in a high and tight.
I was about to say you probably seen me sing. I was about you. Now you ain't slipped up this entire time.
Well, no, but because something else just came up that I got to talk to y'all about. Well, you know what? No, I'm not. No, we can talk about. We can bring that up now.
But Kaylin, that's probably where you've seen me singing with Funk Your Feelings.
Yeah, we can bring that up now because I don't know if y'all have seen it, and we got to move on.
He said he got Coach Prime stories.
Ooh.
He said Birdman hands. Bro, we're gonna have to get you back so you can kind of tell us some of those stories.
But this is important. This is what's important. I don't know if y'all have seen the incident at Harlow in Deep Ellum.
Yeah, speak on it.
listen, ladies and gentlemen too, or for those of y'all who ain't figured it out yet, but people, please, 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 please take care of yourselves. Be aware of your surroundings. Just please be careful, man. There's a situation, and if you just look online, it's all over online right now. But it was two black ladies. They went. It's this spot in Deep Ellum called Harlow.
Yeah,
and it's in Deep. I've passed it quite a few times. Me personally, I've never been in there. Yeah. Not for any particular reason. I just never been there. Never been there, but two black ladies.
Yeah, Kaylin. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, two black ladies. They got drugged, and the way they described it, it looked like a setup from the security all the way to the bartender.
Right.
Oh wow.
We do not condone that.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
Because we don't want Lucius to get sued.
Allegedly. I'm not here to say what happened and what didn't, because I was not there. However, we don't condone it.
We do not.
We don't condone it. We don't appreciate it. One, we protect our women. Two, we protect our black women. You know what I'm saying? We protect our black women. We don't do that. We don't do none of that. You know what I'm saying? We don't support none of that or whatever. If the situation is true, I hope they shut Harlow the fuck down. I hope everybody. Well, I'm a bit sadistic, so I can't just go into what I hope.
Yeah, please don't.
But ladies, especially the ladies, if you're going out turning up, listening to Unsexy Red, please be aware of your surroundings. Please take care of yourself. I know y'all like ballers. I know y'all like all that good stuff. Every free drink ain't free.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying?
That goes for guys too, because I've seen girls try to,
Man, listen, it's just, I was about to say something funny. But anyway, no, every free drink ain't free. Ladies, please make sure you take care of yourself. Please, man, please do that.
Sissy Red dude. Kaylin, where have you been, girl? You were so funny.
But anyway, yeah. So back to what we were saying. We've had some super dope guests.
Yeah.
You were mentioning Donald Johnson earlier.
Yeah.
Shout out to the homie Donald Johnson. He was a guest on the show.
Talk about a comfortable space.
Man, listen, that was a whole therapy session. That episode is named It and It Gets Worse.
Second to none. I mean,
man, listen, I got to shout out Second to None, man, because especially these past couple weeks, man, they have always been in the building, man. So we gotta get one of y'all up.
Yeah,
I feel like it's only fair, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Y'all keep, like I said,
faithful.
I've seen them. I've seen them in person. Dope band or whatever. So definitely got to get a representative from Second to None up here. You know what I'm saying? So make sure if y'all watching Second to None, y'all see them in the comments, click on that page, follow that band. Follow that band. We all about supporting dope artists, dope music out here. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, Second to None in the next season, we definitely got to get somebody from y'all camp up here.
Right.
And chop it up with us, man.
Yeah.
So let's talk about Donald Johnson.
Donald Johnson, man. That was like I said, all of our full episodes on YouTube. Go to YouTube, man. But he was just coming from a perspective. I ain't gonna tell the full thing, but he was just coming from a perspective of somebody. Sometimes family ain't always family.
Right.
Sometimes family ain't always family, and sometimes we gotta, we gotta do better in our discernment about who's for us and who's not.
Just thinking about his situation make me want to fight.
Another good one. Another good one in my opinion. Shout out to the homie Felix Taylor.
Yeah.
Shout out to him. He just recently got married.
Oh, congratulations, Felix.
Married him a beautiful black queen. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to him. I appreciated his interview because he was talking about mental health. He was talking about how he was when he was younger, when he was all on the alcohol and this, that, and the other, and just how he grew up. And a lot of times as musicians, we we don't take the best care of ourselves, whether it's physically or mentally. I'm saying this as I'm drinking sweet tea.
Yeah.
We don't take care of ourselves as best as we should. So that was definitely a good interview.
What about, I'm gonna throw a curve. Oh, I don't remember his name. What about, who was the guy that
understand Mel's confusion, because like I said, we've been doing this from January.
Yeah.
Every Monday. So we've actually interviewed a lot of people.
And I will be transparent. A lot of these people I did not know until we interviewed them. And so I was blown. I connected to some people that were really, really dope. But who was the guy? He came on with Bo.
Oh, Zach.
Yeah. Okay, so I like Zach. I like Zach only because he came.
Zach Gilliam.
Yeah, he came from a different. He was just so. I guess you could say green.
That was a dope moment. Again, go back and watch that interview, because we had Zach on, and he was talking about the first time he went to a black church.
Yes,
exactly. That was funny.
So of course in black church we got our lingo and stuff like that. But he got on and he was like, I went and somebody fell over. He was like, somebody
fell over, and they put a sheet over it, and I was like, what is this?
It was like, nah, brother, that's called getting slain in the spirit, brother. You know what I'm saying? We've only done it once, but we need to do it. Well, we need to do it again, but y'all got to stay married first. But we had one couple on. we had one couple on. Shout out to Marty and Kai.
Marty and Kai.
They that was one of our first interviews. That was a doozy. Yeah. But we got through it. So shout out to
it.
Shout out to them.
Some things.
Right.
Another one I liked was Rachel Patton.
Rachel Patton. Shout out to Rachel Patton, man.
She actually, when you see her, this is a good thing, Rachel, because like she's one of the people I knew Jay. I know Jay plays for her, but I never met her or anything. Never watched her show.
As a matter of fact, you can see her soon.
Yeah. But when you see her,
December 29th.
And what her profession is, it's like I love a chick that can flip it. Like at night she's a singer or whatever, and then by day she's a lawyer. Dude,
she is and I'm saying it. Brian, shout out to Brian and Rachel.
Yeah,
I'm saying this respectfully. And it's not going to sound good either way.
Oh, Andre from Second to None. He said, "This is Andre. I'm the owner of Second to None."
Oh, were you at was that you at Black Ron's birthday party? That's where I first saw y'all at. But Rachel is the definition. She is the embodiment of lady in the streets, freaking the sheets.
Yes.
And I say freak. I'm not speaking on personal experience. I'm saying she's a lawyer. She's a lawyer. That's her day job. She's an actual lawyer. Even if you go back and see that interview, she was dressed like a lawyer. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But then if you go to see her perform live, it's literally day and night. From her outfit to her stage presence. Definitely an entertainer, man. So shout out to Rachel Patton.
Yeah.
Oh, you were a drummer. Okay, bet. Yeah, man. Dope. I was at that show with Black Ron, that's my guy. That's another cat that I would like to get on here. Well, Black Ron, that's my guy, man. So definitely that was my first time seeing y'all. So definitely wanna get y'all on, man. Chop it up with y'all, man, from band owner to band owner. You know what I'm saying? What about you, Lou? What's another one that you can think of?
Man, I want to say one of the ones that I definitely like very much so was the one with Medrick.
Yes. I was gonna say him, but we talked about him earlier today.
Yeah, because I know he talked about a lot of things with New York and all of that.
Listen.
Hip-hop.
If you want to know anything about hip hop, go back and watch that interview.
Yeah. Definitely.
Shout out to Meds. First of all, he's older than what he looks.
Mm-hmm.
He takes care of himself very well.
I was shocked about that.
Yeah, he takes care of himself
I did not know he was
very well. And so he was actually born and raised, grew up in New York when they started hip hop. And the dope thing about Meds is in his coming up, if you go back and watch that interview, in his coming up, he actually bounced around to where a lot of things started in those cities. So he moved to DC when go-go was getting popping. He moved to Louisiana when bounce music was getting popping. So he has a very interesting perspective on a lot of things musically. Also has according to Meds, he doesn't celebrate Valentine's Day on the 14th. He celebrates the 13th and 15th. Is that what he said? 13th and 15th.
I gotta go back.
Yeah,
Go back and watch the interview.
I remember him saying something about he didn't celebrate his birthday or something. Or he celebrated his mom on his birthday or something.
Oh
like
yeah.
That was another thing. That was another thing on his birthday. He never celebrated, and unfortunately, both his parents wound up passing away.
Right.
But until they passed away, on his birthday, he celebrated
his
them.
parents.
Because in his mind, that's their accomplishment.
Yeah,
he is their accomplishment. So
he just had such
y'all.
His mindset was just
not the traditional perspective on things. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. So shout out to Meds. That was definitely a dope interview as well.
Yeah.
What about? I mean, it's some more recent.
It's plenty.
I mean,
Mark Ayers.
I was about to say,
Ayers,
lawyer,
sure.
but I really want to talk about Gino.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. That was coming.
That was coming.
That was coming. But
I got Grammys too.
But shout out to the homie. Shout out to the homie Mark Ayers. Mark, if you see this, I'm so sorry that I missed your invite. I had every intention on coming. I got caught up, so if you see this, I apologize.
Did he personally give it to you?
Yes.
Mark Ayers, if you see this, you did not give me an invite, and I am your family. So when you see this, go play in the street. Go ahead.
When you talk about he's up there for me as far as gems. As far as like gems and solid knowledge on the industry, man.
He gave so many gems regarding
like some super dope gems, man.
Regarding your owning your music and how he was getting paid for it.
Like the like cheat codes and stuff like that, man. So shout out to Mark Ayers. That was definitely a good one. That was definitely a good one. Even though I ain't effing with him right now, Aaron Weaver.
Yeah,
that was a good. That was definitely a good one, man. Like I said, because I look at Aaron as one of those. He is the businessman of businessmen.
He's on top of it.
He is like from. He of course he has Soulful Sounds. He has his school.
Talk about the meditation. He has meditation music.
Meditation. Yeah, he was popping before Andre 3000.
What's up?
You know what I'm saying? Talking, talking about having like 20 minutes to yourself, 20 minutes of time to yourself, man. And how, but what was dope about that was he was practicing. He started practicing that first before he put it out. So then, for him it was like, okay, so this is actually a thing. Yeah, let's get into it. Gino
Lockhart.
That was a good one, man. Definitely got to have him back, man. Especially now because if y'all been paying attention, there's a change in guard,
right? So interesting
at a very predominant establishment. You know what I'm saying? There's been a change in
I know you can't talk.
I would like him to get on and talk about it. But shout out to Gino Lock Johnson. Definitely the OG, definitely the homie. Probably one of the.
You know what he should have told him?
What?
I got Grammys too.
Y'all got to go back and watch that interview. That was definitely a dope interview. We talked about Lawyer.
Yes.
Talked
his
about
transparency of moving away from the scene a little bit to get himself together mentally.
And just piggybacking off of that, one of the things I appreciate about Lawyer was this is somebody that we had on that's an artist that y'all see. He's somebody that y'all see. He's somebody that y'all see on stage, kill the stage, but dealt with bouts of depression, dealt with you know what I'm saying,
losing his people,
a lot of mental things, man. And somebody but then you still see him pushing, and that's somebody that that's definitely somebody that's gonna, in my opinion, that's gonna win in the end. Somebody like a Lawyer. Shout out to Maceo Smith. The building ain't there, but the spirit is still there. You know what I'm saying? But Lawyer, we had him on, had a dope conversation with him. And his whole concept of him conjuring up his visual song. So Lawyer is dope. He's definitely one of he's a prominent artist, but he's definitely prominent in the background artist scene. And he was telling us about how he got interested in background vocals and really learned how to hone in on background vocals by like taking a CD player and because back when with those old school CD players,
Walkman.
with those old school CD players, you can kind of take the aux cord out just a little bit and you only hear part of the song. The background's a treble part, and that's how he would listen to backgrounds and like hone in on those. And like even little like cheat codes like that, I thought that was pretty dope. I thought that was pretty dope. But yeah,
now,
man, shout
I
out
will
to Lawyer
say
Turner.
We saw a different side, or at least I saw a different side of Syph when he was on here. We haven't aired that episode yet, but we got a real dope interview with the homie Cypher Fix coming soon. First of all, if we're talking about and I don't want to put him in the category of like local because he's bigger than that. But you're talking about like local artists, especially rap, hip hop artists. Cypher Fix is definitely somebody that you need to look out for. We got an interview with him coming up. We're gonna air that soon. And he came on there, man, and you get to see another side of him. You get to see, because a lot of with us artists, when we go out, a lot of people don't just get to talk, like just sit down and chop it up and talk to us. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times, and I'm putting myself in that category. Yeah. Sometimes we're irritated. Sometimes we're inebriated. Sometimes we're all of that. We don't feel like talking. We don't have the best conversations, and so. You have a different perspective of us, you know what I'm saying, when you meet us, but being able to sit down on the couch with DFW Shed Sessions and just actually talk. This is a safe space. We don't, we not into the messy shit. We actually like about on here giving game and stuff like that, and sitting down being able to talk with Cypher Fix, man, was definitely a dope time, man. We'll be airing that real soon. We got a whole list, and I just looked at the list, and I know we can't talk about everybody. Please believe we appreciate everybody. I just want to call one more person out, and that's Darius Johnson.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that was definitely a good one. That was definitely a good conversation that we had.
Yeah.
Man, I might as well go into it.
Wait, Mama Queen said it is great to hear all of the names of the people that are local or locally accessible. If you are an artist in the DFW, you have no reason not to succeed.
For sure.
The resources are here.
Man, listen. What she said is so true. For one, going back to the conversation that her and I had, but then too, I just want to appreciate the people that has taken time out of their day to just sit down and chop it up with us, man. we're speaking into existence. Money will come from this, but you know what I'm saying? We're not paying nobody for this. We're not getting paid for this.
Yeah.
We're spending. We're definitely in the red. You know what I'm saying?
Red.
You know what I'm saying? But it's we're passionate about this particular project that we're doing, man, and just the fact that we can call these people. And again, we're not inviting like Rudy Poo people. These are people that got shit to do. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And yeah, so we just want to appreciate them, man. So I'm just gonna go through a real quick list, man. Again, we mentioned Cypher Fix. Shout out to the young homie Jared Bacon. We had him on here. A quote unquote newer person's perspective on what we got going on. We had the good homie Devontae Thornton on.
Yes.
One of my favorite vocalists in the city, man. Shout out to him. We mentioned Aaron Weaver. We mentioned Gino. Y'all will see this pretty soon. Y'all will see this interview pretty soon. We had the good brother CT Davis on. Had a good brother CT. That was definitely a fun conversation. Pretty soon y'all will see the good homie Tin Man Travis. I talk about him all the time.
Also, I've got to mention David Harris.
David Harris.
If you still on live, if you interested in being part of our marketing crew, let me know.
Man,
let
me
tell you something. This dude,
didn't he go off?
That dude was going in with all the
he said,
videos.
Y'all gonna see me. Y'all gonna see my interview.
We need to bring you part of the team, brother.
Me in their stories. I said, okay, go off, David.
Also got to talk. I appreciated this interview too. We got to talk about DJ Judy B.
Yes.
She came repping for the DJs, man. She came on here, and like I said again, for those of y'all that's watching, all of these episodes can be seen on DFW Shed Sessions on YouTube. Excuse me, but she came on, had real good perspective, real good insight on DJing, being a female in the industry, stuff like that. The girl got cakes.
I know.
Girl got cakes.
Mama Queen said she can't wait to see Tim Man.
Oh yeah. They had a wing day over their crib. Bo was cooking wings, and Tim Man pulled up and was at the table playing spades with him. The most niggerish shit that I've seen. Tim Man, but see, you gotta understand. But Tim Man played jail man spades. He been to jail, so you know what I'm saying. Speaking of which, we got to shout out the homie. Definitely got to shout out the homie D'Anthony.
Oh yeah, for sure.
D'Anthony, he came on. I appreciated him because he was able to talk about his perspective on businesses and stuff like that. He got plenty different businesses going on. Like I said, have really dope people. Is that about it?
I think
no, you missing Josh Scott.
Josh.
No, we haven't had Josh Scott on yet. That's on the.
He's on the schedule.
Yeah,
my bad. Yeah, I'm reading from the list.
We had to reschedule.
Yeah, we had to reschedule him. Of course, Mike Pugh.
Yeah.
Of course, Mike Pugh definitely. And when we talk about Mike Pugh all the time, so that's cool.
Eve.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the most recent interview that hasn't aired yet, but she was really good.
Y'all, we got Eve Wooten coming to the scene. Y'all gonna see an interview. For Your Soul, that's her band.
Mm-hmm.
That's her band. So we got For Your Soul. Let me see. Like I said, we got Quinn Moore, Mark Ayers. Oh, how did we forget Ben Parker?
Oh yeah.
He's the other half of DFW Shed.
Ben Parker is
Shout out to Ben Parker.
Ben Parker is a part of the reason.
Bad, Ben.
Ben Parker is a part of the reason why there is a DFW Shed Sessions.
Yeah, for sure.
So we definitely got to pay homage to him, and he's definitely going to be back on again soon. But other than that, man.
If we missed you, sorry. It's a long list.
No, that's everybody. That's everybody. But other than that, because but the other times it was just me and Lou on live by ourselves. But at this point, we just rambling. So I think it's about time we get into our segments. And which the first segment is kind of redundant
we really don't even need to go there.
Okay. How about we just do it without telling the backstory behind it? How about we just do that? Just run through them real quick. Can we do that? Sure. All right. So we have recurring segments on this show every time we have a guest, and we're gonna do it with us just as well. Top 5, Lou. Who are your top 5 DFW Shed Sessions guests for this season?
Okay, for this season, I would definitely say Medrick, Gino, Quentin Moore. Who else? Donald Johnson.
Yeah. Right. I think he's gonna be in all our top 5.
Right. Right. Oh, and Dwight.
You ain't have to add him.
I had to add that one, man, because boy, them stories he had.
All right, so for me is go ahead, Professor Mel. Who are your top 5?
My top 5. This person, he wasn't a guest, but he was brought up so many times. I feel like he was. So I'm gonna give shout outs to my dad.
Mm-hmm. Hilarious.
I thought you was gonna say Gump. I'm about sick of hearing him.
Gump and Pops.
I feel like
Listen,
I feel like
they
Gump
ain't
has
even
been here before.
but we know them.
That is funny.
My brother. And of course
brother? Who's your brother?
Oh, my brother Dwight Williams, and my cousin Mark Ayers, Darius Johnson. Andre say Darius Johnson as well. Okay. Yeah, that was a good one.
We should have. Hey, if y'all have seen DFW Shed Sessions before, go ahead and put it in the comments.
Yeah,
put y'all some of y'all favorite. We should have did this like at the beginning, right. But yeah, put some of y'all favorite episodes in the comments. Y'all favorite guests.
And then I gotta say Rachel. Mm-hmm. Okay. Rachel, and my last one, Medrick. That was an honorable mention just because, but Bo, I really liked Bo's energy.
We gotta have Bo in here by himself.
By himself though, yeah.
Yeah.
Most definitely.
Jay.
So for me it's gonna be Medrick, Donald Johnson, Mark Ayers. Oh man, cause we've had some good ones, man. We've had some good ones. Quinn Moore.
Yeah, of course.
Quinn Moore, and that last one is a doozy. Cause about three other people can go in there.
You really can't say top 5, but
I'm gonna say the top 5 for us. Just us talking. Just us.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna put us in our top 5.
Oh.
Yeah.
Because y'all not in mine.
It's fine.
You was wearing that first episode, boy. That first episode that didn't.
I was I was like, y'all. That first
y'all
episode,
sure about
I was like, this ain't it.
When you earlier when you were talking about us put something out and people not being receptive, like they not gonna rock with this at all.
Listen,
because I wouldn't watch this.
It was so funny. I think before Lou, transparent moment. Before concerning that first episode,
it was tough.
You had a special talk with me, boy.
No, listen. Before we came to you about scratching it, me and Jay had a conversation. I said, Jay, we can't. I don't want to stand behind that. We can do better.
Y'all was in them talks about like not doing it at all after that.
No. Like,
or just that episode.
That episode.
Oh,
like,
okay.
I told him, I said we have to redo it.
Well, I agree. Well, and first of all, let me clean it up real quick because we not just talking shit about each other behind it and not saying nothing. This ain't his first time hearing.
It wasn't even about him. It was the whole thing. The atmosphere,
and then also
the look. It was just terrible.
And also understand, like, of course, like
audio,
like Lou and I, we've known each other for some years. But it's like when you sit down in this space, just having conversations with each other, it's different. Like being on stage and gigging is one thing. But just just sitting down, like and having to navigate conversations with somebody else. That's different. So we didn't know that, we didn't know that part of it. And
real talk, we was like, Lou brought this to us. We can't put this out like
this.
That's where we came from, that perspective. It wasn't,
which is we'll put it out.
No, we'll do like a clip or something. We're not gonna put the whole thing now. But
y'all not even gonna watch the whole thing,
right? But it was more so the quality.
So
it was like, okay, I don't want Lou to be like, ugh,
this
is not working out, and it's like we can do so much better. So I'm the one that came to Jay. I was like, Jay, I don't want to put that out. What?
I gotta change one of mine.
Darius getting on here with
Darius
some
Johnson.
We're not putting that episode fully out, Darius. We're gonna put like some snippets and
Darius Johnson. Shout out to the homie. Another, like I said, another guy. Y'all gotta go back and watch his episode, man.
Who you forget?
Do we? Well, I forgot Mike Pugh. I got to put him in there only because that was a dope interview. And
I thought you was gonna say him. I liked him as a host too.
I liked him as a host. Y'all in a little bit y'all gonna see him as a guest host. Do we have top 5 viewers or no? Because
I think we can give some top 5 viewers. But then I think I think we need to save that, because in the front part,
Bo Dove just has to. He's on everybody's. He has to be on everybody's. You know what I'm saying? But shout out to the Green Goblin, Darius Johnson, man, for kicking.
Did you call him?
Okay.
I didn't hear nothing. But all right, so moving on.
Darius talking about he want to host.
He said he want to host.
Yeah, we definitely. That would be dope to get.
That would actually be he would be a really good host, man. No, listen.
And it got to be a live one.
No, listen. I plan on taking after our break. I plan on taking another break soon, so you could probably definitely come in and host in my spot, because we need a solid shit talker.
Yeah,
that's exactly what you do.
All right, man. So moving on in the segments, man. We got playing in the wrong key. So Lou Powell, what's playing in the wrong key for you?
Playing in the wrong key. I'm finna talk about the bass players tonight, y'all. So bass players,
come to the altar, bass players.
With your hands up.
I just got one thing. So if the first note of the song is B flat, that does not necessarily mean that is the key.
Talk about it. Like
I've played gigs with bass players that I'll be like, what key is it in? And they'd be like, F. And I'm playing, I'm like, I think this is in E flat, brother. So just make sure you know your keys, brother. Your key signatures, to be exact.
Is it different for bass players or something?
Well, I think for bass,
talking about the song in general.
Yeah, just a song in general. Like learning, understanding key signatures and like key of a song, and just because it's the first note, sometimes the first note could be the key of the song, but that's not always the case.
Yeah.
So like there could be a song that's in E flat and the first note can be A flat, or it could be C minor and the first note could still be A flat.
He's talking.
Oh, Darius, I have gotten him away from talking about the Eagles. Please don't take me.
Here we go again.
Read that comment, Jay.
It's gonna be another 20 minutes.
I ain't reading shit. I ain't reading the goddamn thing. As a matter of fact, we don't need a guest host. I think we good where we at. I think we just probably gonna have Mike Pugh back on.
Oh man.
Why you say the 49ers set they musty balls on y'all forehead?
Oh man.
Anywho.
Oh, they been coming for you.
Anyway, Jesus Christ, I was in a good place. I was in a good place of acceptance and all that good stuff. Anyway,
what's playing in the wrong key for you, John?
For me, playing in the wrong. Oh, that's what I was about to say. What he's talking about is the very first note that's played versus the root note of the song.
Yeah,
the root note. You know what I'm saying? But anyway,
You don't count any tambourine players out there. We don't have to deal with none of that.
Now, see, that really could be my playing in the wrong.
I just thought about that prayer you made on Facebook.
Yeah, that's why I said it, because I know he made a prayer on Facebook.
Listen.
I said, all right, and I looked at it. Oh yeah, he meant that. He meant that.
His post on Facebook.
Listen. And then the lighting now she doing this thing. Now she doing this thing where it ain't even.
She still on the front seat.
Yes.
She right in the front too.
Yes.
Worse.
And it ain't even, cause like I said, it's two of them. But one of them is older. Like, okay, one of them is older. She brings her own tambourine, but I guess she on the sick and shut in list, so she don't be there all the time. So I'm just saying God is good, but other than that, like it's 3 tambourines on the front row. It's the front row and the row behind that, and she sit on the row behind that. She just look over, which one I'm gonna get today? I'm gonna grab that one. And she do this thing. Now she's doing this thing where it's just the
sizzle.
Yeah, she doing that. I'm like, bro, shut the fuck, bro. Please, just shut the fuck, man.
On every song too, ain't it?
Oh, dude, fast, slow, mid, like, bro, that wasn't even necessary.
Is this like a Pentecostal
Baptist?
Baptist?
Yeah,
oh,
it's
okay.
a Baptist church. But anyway, playing the wrong key. I have to call these jam session people to the altar.
Mm-hmm.
Jam session folks, listen.
Darius is going. Yeah.
I ain't seeing none of them. They ain't coming up on the screen.
Oh, it ain't popped up yet.
Yeah.
But it will.
Jam session folks. Jam session, open mic, whatever. Your sense of entitlement does not matter here.
Mm-hmm.
There it is. You can read it.
He said Eagles feathers everywhere. You might want to close the comments. Do we got that thing?
You didn't read this one. I'm finna send it to you. It didn't show up for some reason. I
anyway,
can't read that one out loud.
We've been having technical difficulties all night. But anyway, jam session, open mic people. Your sense of entitlement does not matter here. Okay? You are at this open mic, open jam situation here for free. All right. You do not get to decide who you play with, and things of that nature. Oh, I'm at a jam session. I don't like to pick. I ain't playing with these Rudy Poos. Blah blah blah. Hey, listen, Philadelphia Peacock, Darius, you're doing a lot, bro. I'm really trying to focus on what I'm saying. You're doing a lot.
I just sent you.
But
in the group what he said.
But the fact that you're coming in on this hot horse, hey bro, reality check. If you're here like fighting to get on the stage, if you're here at this jam session and you're fighting to get on stage, you probably not as big as you think you are. If you come here, if you're coming here begging to play a couple songs or play a set, you're probably not as dope as you think you are, bro.
Yeah.
Chill out on these folks, or chill out on coming here talking about who I'm gonna play with, beating your chest and shit. Who I'm gonna play with, who I'm not playing with, stuff like I ain't playing with no. Hey, bro, calm down, dude.
Yeah.
Go up there, be your front man. Play what it is that you need. As a matter of fact, go to Deep Ellum and do that. Because regardless how much shit I talk, Deep Ellum is the music capital of Dallas. Go to a Deep Ellum open mic or go to a Deep Ellum jam session and see if you're going to be able to, you know what I'm saying? Go up there with a Cleon Edwards. Go up there with a Marcus Jones. Go up there with a Ben Parker or a Jose, or you know what I'm saying? Go up there with those cats and see if you still feel the same way that you feel after you get off stage. Y'all need to calm down with this sense of entitlement, bro. We all just here, we all just here. I mean, some of us are getting paid, but other than that, we're all just here to have fun, play this music, network a little bit, going on about your way. That makes somebody like myself just not want to play with you, period. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm only playing with the house band. Hey, bro, after this jam session open up, I ain't got to play. Yeah. You don't tell me to do shit. You don't tell me or anybody else in the house band. I'm done talking for the night, bro. But yeah, bro, y'all jam session folks need to chill out, bro. Like real talk. Y'all need to calm down. Y'all need to calm down. Like I said, now I talk my shit. I've never put my name on the jam session list. Every time I've been to a jam session where I wasn't part of the house band, I was called up. Or I was asked to play. I've never had to put my name on anybody's list or anything like that. You know, half the time if I do decide to go to a jam session, I don't want to play, period. You know what I'm saying? But if I get called I might. Cool. But you sitting up there begging the person that's hosting the jam session to get you up or put your name on the list, and you cocky, you got to chill, bro. Y'all need to chill. So, yeah, that's my playing in the wrong key.
Let me tell mine.
Professor Bell, do you have a wrong play? They're playing in the wrong key?
I do. No, so my playing in the wrong key is musicians and singers. We know that you have played music on a Saturday night, but what really gets to me is when you come on Sunday morning and the same way that you prep for Saturday night, you don't prep for Sunday morning. And what I mean by that,
I can respect that.
Yeah, and what I mean by that is you go all out.
You don't put the same.
You get yourself in the mood. You smoke a little. You drink a little. You mingle. You get yourself in the mood to perform.
Good night, Mama Queen.
Good night, Mama Queen. You get yourself in the mood to perform and everything, and you hit it. But when it comes to Sunday morning, you know you at somebody's church and you gotta serve, and you don't give it the same 100%. Whether it's a check or it's you ministering because that's home church, whatever the case may be, it really gets to me because it's like, especially if you're getting paid. Especially if you're getting paid. But it really gets to me because it's like that same energy you giving that over there. Yeah. Some churches, they will tell you, or they will show their hand and say, we need you. But I'm sorry, a lot of them don't need you. And we found that out. I'm gonna be honest. I've seen
you're just available.
Right. I've seen them. Churches done caught on, and they will just drop you and get to the next one. But that's something that gets to me. I see it all the time. You give 100% on Saturday night, but you come to church and you don't want to serve. Or you don't want to give it 100%.
I bet Darius Johnson to bite the shit out of somebody.
So yeah, that gets to me.
Okay.
That's playing in the wrong key. You off.
I feel that. All right, man. Last segment, man. Gig tales.
You come in there hungover. You smell like weed. You like, for real.
That sound like a gig tale.
Oh yeah, that
sound like gig tale. Sound like you got something on your chests.
You got a gig tale?
No, I don't. I have plenty of gig tales, but I don't want to tell them.
You want me to go first?
Yeah, you go ahead.
All right. So this happened probably about a month ago.
You park in my spot. Go ahead.
I don't know. Some people may have seen it. I made the post of this gig tale on Facebook probably the day it happened, but I'm gonna tell it again. So I think the last gig tale I told y'all was about this lady at my church about requesting some Grateful, right?
I remember that.
Y'all remember that?
I know where you're going.
Okay, so I want to say maybe a week or two later, she came to me again. I'm like, oh, here she come. So I know she's probably gonna say Grateful. But she said, young man, if you can, it would bless my heart if you could play Blessed Assurance. I said, I'm gonna see what I could do, but I'm not the person that make calls. I understand, but if you could play that song, I would take the teeth out my mouth and give you a kiss. Wait a minute.
Wait, what? She offered you? Well, she offered you a
She offered him gums.
She offered you a velveteen rub.
Man, that happened.
So inquiring minds want to know: did you get gums?
No. I just said I'll try to see what I could do, and the song didn't end up happening, and she didn't come back to me. So I guess no.
That's funny.
Would y'all kiss somebody who just all gums?
I get a velveteen rub.
We're not talking about that.
I plead the fifth.
I think the both me and Jay gave. All right.
That's not a no.
Jay, what's your gig tell?
It's my gig tell. If I could be totally 100 with you, I can't think of one.
Really?
I can't. You ever been in a situation where it's like it's so many you can't think of that one, and that's kind of the space I'm in right now. I really can't. I can't just think of. I have a lot.
I have a gig tell, but it's about funk your feelings. It's not a bad gig tell though.
Okay.
This one is. I think we've always talked not majority of the gig tells we hear.
have a gig tell. Never mind. But go ahead.
Majority of the gig tells that we tell, they are
something funny or crazy. Yeah.
But this one was actually dope and sentimental. Mm-hmm. So we may have talked about it. I don't remember, but I don't know what venue I was at. I think I was at a club. And Jay has this thing where he's like, it's going to be all right. Right. Mm-hmm. He always say that at all his shows. It's going to be all right. It's going to be all right. But,
is that how I sound when I talk?
Yeah. It's gonna be
just
all
get
right.
on your nerves.
Touch your name and say it's going to be all right.
How many bodies? Everybody.
No. So, I believe, I forgot what tragedy happened in the U.S., but I don't know if they made up that song, if they planned that song, whatever happened. But Bo was instrumental in shifting. I sound so churchy right here. Shifting the atmosphere. But
you talking about the Pink Lounge? I know exactly.
Yeah, we was at the Pink Lounge.
That was George Floyd.
I was thinking it was George Floyd.
That was George Floyd. It was Funk Your Feelings. And I know exactly what you're talking about. And it was
so spiritual, man.
I had this medley in my head, and we still do it. And I have to be careful when I do it because I get emotional every time I do it. But we do it, and George Floyd had just happened, so this was right before like the shutdown. And when I say right before, I mean like maybe a month and a half before, because it was we had a residency at this spot called the Pink Lounge. And I wasn't interested in playing, and say what y'all want if we get canceled, whatever, but I wasn't interested in playing for white crowds at the time, because my thing was I got a group full of niggas mad and hurt
behind what's going on.
You know what I'm saying? Behind where we at right now. And I got this predominant, and then, we play in front of this predominantly white crowd that don't have a care in the world. And I wasn't interested in that, but this venue, who was a black-owned venue, hit me up and was like, yo, I had worked with that person before. And they had hit me up and were like, yo, can we get your band here? And at the time, it made sense. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, yo, like, because music is healing.
Yeah.
And music is definitely a healing factor. And I was like, yo, we need. She said, not me getting sad, but I was like, this is going to be part of my contribution to the healing process of where we at right now. So yeah, Funk Your Feelings did it, and I don't know. It had to be God.
All I know is people was in there crying, I was
people. It had to be God. Shit, me too.
I was crying.
It had to be God. And
crying in the club.
I just what it was. We were playing. Well, that was the medley. That was a medley.
Bo,
that was a medley.
Bo, where are you?
That was a medley. We were playing. What's that Marvin Gaye tune? This can't be.
This ain't living.
This ain't living. This Inner City Blues.
Okay.
We were playing Inner City Blues, and at the end of that song, I just got this medley, and then I just started doing that, and then it definitely turned into a praise and worship service.
It really did.
And
people was in there with boy shorts and booty shorts, just crying.
Yeah, like
land before.
Just laid out.
Yeah,
all the.
Yeah, but that
laid out with your titty booties.
With your titty booties out.
My gig tale, and I've spoken on it before, so I'll tell the quick version. My gig tales is I got a shout out to my good brother Timmy and Travis. I was playing at this one venue. The gig was done, and of course there was some inebriated people in there. Mm-hmm. And we so I'm packing up, and this is one dude on like Indian Arabian dude standing outside, and you know he was definitely inebriated for sure. And I'm packing up my stuff, and he's just looking at me like weird. Moments that we had to, oh no, you definitely had to be there. Cause even and like we'll still do that medley. Well, I would put it to you like this: I don't do it often, but when I do it, it's felt.
Yeah.
But in that particular moment, yeah, you just kind of had to be there. But anyway, so you know, I was packing up my stuff, and he was standing outside. He was drunk, barely standing up, just looking at me, and I was like, "Hey, bro, you good?" And you know, he was like, "Are you good?" And I'm like, yo, you know, whatever. And I was like, I looked at him again. I was like, we need to call you an Uber or something, bro, because you look weird. He was like, oh, why am I weird? You want to shoot me or something? Like, random, bro. Yeah. And I'm like, all right, let me go back inside. So at the time, I go back inside to get the rest of my stuff, and I'm you know, you can see on my face that I'm irritated, and you know, at the time, you know, Tim Man would like to do this after gig shot type thing. So I go back in, he got the shot set up, and I'm like, and he like, what's going on? Mm-hmm. I was like, nah, man, it's this dude, and I tell him about it, and he was like, oh yeah, already. He take the shot. He look at his wife, Amy, I'm going to jail. And he walks outside. So I'm like, wait. Oh, shit. All right. So I take my shot, and then I walk outside. 10 men to talk to the dude. They in each other's face or whatever. One of the bartenders at this establishment, he's trying to get the dude to leave. Mm-hmm. He was like, bro, leave. I guarantee you don't want these problems. Please leave. Go home. Mm-hmm. So fast forward with the shit talking. Fast forward, dude looks at me. Oh, what are you gonna do? Nigger. Tin Man was Tin Man was in front of me. Tin Man was in front of me. Tin Man was in front of me at the time. Dude said that Tin Man slapped the dog shit out of Buddy. I get mad, not at the dude, but at Tin Man. Because I'm like, hey yo, bro, hey, I appreciate you, but he said that to me. You know what I'm saying? So I moved Tin Man out the way. Now, to put it in to put the proper picture, the Uber has pulled up. The dude is in the back, but he like kind of hanging on the door, still talking shit. Tin Man slapped the dog shit out of Buddy. I politely moved Tin Man out the way, and then out of nowhere, Buddy took a nap. I don't know. I guess
we know what that means.
I guess he was sleepy.
You don't want to say what you did. What did you do?
I prayed.
You didn't pray for him. You better not lie.
I did pray for him. I laid hands on him.
You laid hands on him. You didn't pray.
I laid hands on him.
What was your prayer?
In the
Father God.
Father God. Father God, fuck him.
Your hands prayed on him.
You know what I'm saying? And yeah, so
y'all just school him in the. All right.
Well, the bartender was still there, and then the Uber dude.
That girl said melatonin.
Perfect word. And then the Uber dude helped put him in the car, and then they drove off. But yeah, I just prayed for Buddy. That's all.
You want to go night? Want to go night?
For real.
But yeah, that is a true story. And
you
yeah,
know what? You
that's my
done
gig
really
tell.
been through with these crowds. You always talk about your situations at these gigs.
These colonizers.
Yeah, well,
man.
I play.
Exactly, Lou.
I play abroad. I play abroad. I play for mixed crowds and stuff like that. And a lot of times I'm the only melanated person within a 20-mile radius. But you know, it's all good at the end of the day.
We really appreciate y'all for sticking with us.
I just thought of another gig too. Yeah. I'm not gonna tell it now, but I just thought of another one.
They all coming to you now.
Right.
Yeah, they coming to me.
We really appreciate y'all for sticking with us this long.
I had a dude tell me as a drummer, I was in his band. This is his band. I had a dude tell me that I should be grateful for him bringing drum mics.
I heard you say that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we'll talk about that later.
Yeah. All right.
I heard you.
Is anybody getting any flowers tonight?
Yes. I was gonna get into that. Then we can get ready to go to the crib. I would like to give DFW Shed Sessions our own flowers. Now we don't have.
I want the real ones.
Now we don't have real. We don't have real flowers to give ourselves, nor do we have the fake ones to give in the budget. But from my perspective, we've done a damn good job.
Yeah. First time out, for real.
From J Ell talking to Lou and Mel, I just want to say I appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all's sacrifice. I appreciate the fact that y'all we come in here every morning. I said morning. We come in here every Monday. Ready. We do our job. I definitely got to give special flowers to Professor Mel, cause
for sure.
y'all hear her voice. Y'all hear her voice. Y'all don't see her or whatever. I was trying to get her to get on the camera early, but she didn't want to.
The one time.
But she definitely does a hell of a lot behind the scenes. This is actually her space that we're in.
Oh, thank you for the flowers.
Come on, man. This is actually her space that we're in, that we're recording in. This is her space. So the fact that she works, she comes off work. The graphics that y'all see on the screen, the lower thirds.
I've been slacking during this one.
The production stuff behind the scenes.
Hey, sis said, "Give me some real." I'm with you, sis.
The camera, the little shit that y'all see that y'all like that we take for granted. Having you setting up the camera angles. Nah, this ain't right. This. Hey, Jay, go sit down so I can get your camera angle right. Stuff like that.
Yep.
She does that, and she works her ass off. Helping make this project, be what it's supposed to be. So I cannot not, let tonight go without properly giving her flowers. Like I said, even now, to have to be at work all day and then come here and then do this or whatever, sit down and talk shit with us we definitely have to praise you. So I definitely appreciate you.
I appreciate
it. It feels so lovely to be here tonight. What a beautiful love. Give yourselves a round of applause. You're so lovely.
I definitely appreciate you, Lou. We got.
Oh, you ain't gonna let me say my spiel?
Well, I was gonna do mine, then y'all can do y'all's. Especially, and then you got Lou Paul, which is pretty much the brains behind this whole thing. Just get
there
up.
will be no DFW.
You know, first of all, just
podcast without him.
There will be no DFW Shed Sessions JJ. Without him, no, I'm joking. I'm joking, but now, man, you started this thing. You started it. You and Ben Parker, y'all started this thing years ago, and then it just turned into this monster.
Yeah,
it turned into this monster of a social network, and then understanding, man, that you well, Ben too, but Ben's not here, so we'll talk about you. You are the reason. Like I don't know if you looked at it like this or not, but you're the reason that a lot of cats get gigs.
Yeah,
you starting that group.
Facts.
Yeah. You starting that group. I mean, hell, you may be the reason that I've gotten some gigs. That
why some of those churches got praise and worship singers across the board.
Like and like I said, because it's so common, it doesn't seem like a big deal. It does, but you talking about. How many people are in DFW Sheds?
Oh, it's 9,000. Oh yeah, it's
now
maybe 9,100, 9,000, something like that.
Yeah, so it's over 9,000. It's over 9,000 members in DFW Shed Sessions. And
hi, Pharaoh. Thank you.
Yo, Jackson. What up? Anyway, so
you talking about that picture that you posted when you said he said 4219? That was so funny.
Giggle, motherfucker.
That was funny.
It sounds like that's something from a movie, from something people will say from a movie.
Soul Man. That's one of my favorite movies.
Okay.
Giggle, motherfucker. But nah, man.
Samuel Jackson said that part was
So it like DFW Shed Sessions is grown to over 9,000 members, man, and you have to understand. You have to, like I said, because groups and social media and stuff like that is so common now. But you, along with
good night, sis, love you.
You along with Ben, you started that, and because of that, and because of how much it's grown, so many people have gotten opportunities, jobs. So many people have been able to network over something as simple as Dallas and Fort Worth need to come together. You know what I'm saying? Dallas and Fort Worth need to come together and try to make something happen between these two different communities. You know what I'm saying? You did that, and it's grown to this thing. Now it's grown to another media outlet. It's grown into a podcast. Like the vision that you and Ben had has grown into something like actually that's going to grow into something even bigger than just something as simple as like, hey, let's Dallas and shit, DFW, let's Dallas and Fort Worth, like let's come share together. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And you did that, so I have to give you your flowers for that as well, man. Y'all clap it up for Lou Paul one time, man. Yeah.
It feels so lovely to be here tonight. What a beautiful. Give yourselves a round of applause. You're so lovely.
Well, so as much as we get on to you, as much as we get on to you, we do got to give you your bouquet.
You don't have to.
Yes, we do. We have to give you your bouquet because you do a lot of the editing. You do a lot of the, I would honestly say the guests that have came on here other than my brother, and I don't even think I was the one that got him. But between you and Lou, both of y'all did the heavy lifting and even getting the people on here. And I specifically remember a conversation I had with you, Jay. You were saying that certain individuals who we know, will have a great interview that the people would love to hear from, and they were ghosting you and they wouldn't respond.
Man,
and listen,
it happened.
And I'm not gonna say their names, but you know who you are. You're not too big. but they ghosted him. They didn't respond. Some of them even just flat out said no. But you guys were very instrumental in getting great interviews here. And Jay, as much as I've given you hell on almost every episode, and I can honestly, you're my best friend. If don't nobody know this in real life, this is my best friend.
Absolutely.
Like Jay is my best friend.
Absolutely.
We've been 10 toes down for almost 20 years.
It's a lot.
That's a lot of years.
You getting old, bro.
Now, I almost said so. Boy. No. So the bantering is very, very natural. I remember one. Lou,
it happens very well behind the scenes.
No,
too.
for real. I remember one day, in the beginning stages, Lou had, I don't know if he asked me or something, but I was like, hey, me and Jay not for real.
Oh yeah, y'all was just going. I'm like,
we was just going, and Lou was like, did I make a bad decision?
Y'all like true siblings for real. Like they just get on each other's nerves at some certain points of certain
siblings.
things. Yeah,
and
siblings get on my nerves.
I'm done. Okay, no, but I want to give. I want to give you your flowers because behind closed doors, like people don't know how much. Like even the parking situation here is so tough. Mm-hmm. It's a residential area, but it's so tough here. And this dude literally every night he'll try to park in a good parking spot just so he can give up his parking spot and park around the corner. Yeah. so others can have a good park. I mean, it's just the little stuff. He shows up early, sets up, make sure. Even tonight, he was just so frustrated with the sound and the audio before we went live, and he is such a perfectionist. Y'all, he gives everything he got. He is such a perfectionist. He was not gonna let us go live until he fixed it. Mm-hmm. And it's just so much that he does. Even the ads, the commercials that we roll in the middle of the intermission, he puts those together. And I would dare to say a lot of it, people ain't even asked him to do. He just puts them in there to advertise them.
That's the homies.
Yeah, those are the homies. So shout outs to Jay, for real. I don't care what I stand 10 toes down behind this dude. Anybody could get it behind him.
Same.
And so yeah. Lou, what you got?
Yeah, man. So,
because you don't get it often, so
I don't at all, shit. But it's all good, man. Not pretty much what everybody's saying, man. This is a collective.
Yeah,
it's a collective. We all do our part to make this thing run, and hopefully, especially with y'all support, we can keep this thing rolling.
Yeah, man. I'll definitely say I definitely appreciate everything that both of y'all have done on the end of making this thing happen, because I know doing something consistently
it's tough.
It's definitely tough, especially if you want to, if it's something you believe in, whatever. Because when I first brought this up last year in the group, you hit me up personally, hey man, so
let's do it.
Let's go ahead and do it. And I talked to you on the phone. We talked for like 3 hours, just different spills about just different things and
coming up with a game plan.
Yeah, and this music business, man. And I'm like, let's go ahead and get this thing rolling. And just so you guys know, DFW Shed Sessions actually has a website now. So we're actually in the process getting it.
We're doing some things,
get some things done, because
it's a lot that happened behind the scenes.
Yeah, so
we're actually trying to make this like a legitimate.
Yeah, this ain't no fly by night.
Yeah.
Monday nights is my biggest night of the electricity. This ain't no fly by night.
Yeah, so yeah, man. I'm at a place, man, where I'm really trying to create, more resources and opportunity for us musicians in this community, man. Because I can say, man, there's so much opportunity out there for us to get things done, and for us to better ourselves, and make a living and all that. So
man. And our mission our mission when we first started, we all collectively agree, man, like we joke, we have our fun, we might shoot a slug here or two, but we're not trying to be like the Wendy Williams of the Dallas community. We're not trying to be messy, anything like that, because believe me, if we wanted to, we could be. We have plenty.
Oh boy.
Plenty. We have plenty. But
shoot, Loki wanted to do.
Man, listen.
We're like,
but our,
you know what? Nah, let's not.
We want to use our platform for good.
Yeah, for sure.
We got something rolling here, man. We want our platform to be informational. We want our platform to help people. You know, between myself, I mean, even Mel, myself, Lou, we've all been in the game long enough, and we've experienced things and we've seen things to where now the knowledge that we have can legit help somebody, and that's really what we wanted to do. Even with the people that we get on and sit on the couch and chop it up with us, man, all of those people have valuable information that will possibly help somebody else in the future with what they're trying to do, if they're trying to get into this game that we call being a full-time, musician or whatever. But with that being said, we ran
long tonight.
But
this is the last live show for the rest of the year. It's not the last video that we're putting out. We got other interviews that we're gonna funnel out, throughout the month. But this is long.
Yeah, it was long.
Thank y'all for y'all sat with us the entire time. We appreciate you.
Definitely appreciate y'all for that. And again, man, like I said, just keep coming back, keep supporting. I love it so much. Can't wait for the next season.
Yeah, for sure.
Bet. Shout out.
I thought you was gonna end it right there because you was like, and again, and I was like,
oh yeah. Well, I mean, yeah. Oh, it's coming.
I know
it's coming, but yeah, man. So that real quick, Lou. Real quick, last piece of advice for anybody trying to get in this game.
Advice. So I will say, man, just believe in yourself. If anything else. Believe in yourself. Believe in, whatever.
These flowers mean a lot, man. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Y'all really almost got me emotional with these flowers.
Ooh, child.
Yeah, just long as it feels good, man, just believe in it and keep pushing forward.
I feel that.
Yeah.
As long as it feels good, keep pushing in it.
Can't wait for the next season.
Do we send stars?
Ooh,
that's the second time we done got that question.
That's a great question. Caitlin, where you at? How do we
I was about to say, who done send stars tonight? We need you to do a tutorial.
How do you send stars? But like
you can also, if you can't figure out how to send stars, you can send Zelle money.
Yes.
And that email is what, Lou?
DFWShedSessions@gmail.com.
Yes, sir.
DFWShedSessions@gmail.com. Yeah.
We appreciate y'all.
Yo, like, we're being transparent. Like, this is new. This is really a new space for us too. So it's like all of that. Like when we take our break and reevaluate and get all that stuff together, we'll be able to present y'all with that a little bit better.
Yeah,
but
better content, better graphics, better everything.
She said, "I forgot, friend." She said, "Okay." Shanisha said, "Click the cup at the top of the screen." Okay, bet. So
cup?
Yeah, right. Type shit. But yeah, that's how you send stars. But anyway, man, my piece of advice, it's a wise man. It's a wise man to learn from his own mistakes. It's an even wiser man to learn from somebody else's and not have to go through it himself.
That's good.
When somebody is giving you valuable information, listen. Get your ego out the way. Listen, and not just that. Apply. Apply good information that you get, and that will help you with being successful in this game.
Yeah,
it's a lot of people that have already been where you're trying to go.
Right.
And not just that, they've done it successfully or you can click someone who sent them. Okay, bet. Appreciate you for the 100 stars. But yeah, there's people who have already been where you're trying to go, and they've done it successfully. They've done it well. Bless you.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Caitlin, for the 100 stars.
They've done it successfully. They've done it well. If somebody is taking the time, because at this point now you can charge for information.
Yes,
you can
sure.
charge for information. You can, you know what I'm saying? People don't have to take time out of their schedule to give you free information, especially free information that's going to help you get to another level. So my advice would be, my piece of advice would be listen to your OGs, listen to the people who've been there before you. And yeah, that'll help you get on your way.
My advice is go heal and stop bleeding on people.
Okay.
And that's for business wise and all other types of relationships. It always, if it doesn't just affect one area of your life, it affects all areas and you don't know it. Go heal, sit somewhere down, get somewhere to sit down, go heal, patch up your bruises and everything, and then get out there and work. Don't do the opposite, because you mess up money when you hurt and you trying to operate. I've learned that. So
yeah, man, that's what's up. I needed that because shake my head.
Yep.
But yeah, man. So with that being said, DFW Shed Sessions, again, like, share, subscribe. We will have an episode every Monday on YouTube. Go like and subscribe to the YouTube page. Until that time, remember, it ain't gonna suck itself. Jesus will.
You cannot sing that out. Eric, you cannot sing that out.
Yes, he will. Who opened doors?
Oh my God.
We appreciate
Good night,
y'all.
y'all.
We appreciate y'all so much. We'll holler at y'all later.